All right, what's up? We're back again, and today we're with I,
Eternal
what is it? It cut off?
Shitani.
Shitani. Okay, I don't know why
Yeah, no, a
we're.
lot of problems with it. It's like it's African, so like it's
Oh,
hard to
okay.
say.
How you come up with that name?
Um, really, like I didn't. I stole it from somebody. I stole it from like a real person. Like I remember, it was like when I first started smoking weed.
Hmm.
I was watching some Animal Planet documentary, and that like Shitani means like demon or devil in like Swahili or like Arabic. Like it means the same thing in multiple languages.
Yep.
But yeah, they called this poacher that, and he's like an elephant poacher. Like that's what the whole thing was about. And I remember hearing it, and I was like, that sounds dope, but fuck that dude. Like, and they said like he's never gonna get out of prison or whatever, because that's like some serious shit over there. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna spin it around. I fuck with elephants.
Hmm.
Like I have a bunch of African shit like around my crib. I'm not African, but like my family has been there. My mom is married to an African man. Like I fuck with elephants, and that all that type imagery is around me. So I was like, I'm gonna just flip it.
Yeah, bro's gonna come out of prison someday and just drop a diss track on you and just be like,
He's like, nah, I'm the real one.
"Yeah, exactly." I mean, shit. That's how Takashi got his start. So you never know. Might be on to huge things with that.
Hey, if he ever gets out, man. But a lot of those countries, like some of them be like corrupt and shit. He could probably pay his way out, but I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know. It's crazy killing elephants. Damn, how do you even do that?
Bro, like that's fucked up. Like they have like a real problem. Just for their husks. Like you don't even need to like. I mean, obviously you do have to kill it, and it would be like miserable if you didn't. But like just for the tusk, like you not,
Yeah, I've heard of that with rhinos and shit. Like people
Yeah,
over there want rhino horns to like rest their heads on for headaches and or something.
yeah. Like I've never heard anyone eat fucking elephant meat, but like everyone wants the fucking ivory and shit.
Yeah, I would imagine that'd be. They're mammals, right? So that'd be kind of close to us, and they got little hairs. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, no, I don't know. I couldn't imagine. I don't know. I like animals too much to be on that.
I even seen like Gordon Ramsay like eating like swordfish one time, or, like cooking swordfish. I'm like, I don't know, that shit looks like it's too advanced or something. Like,
Yeah, like I don't know. My palate is yeah, I don't know. I eat like jerk chicken. I eat fucking I don't know, like burgers and shit. Like I eat regular shit. I don't eat fucking swordfish. Like that sounds crazy. That
no,
sounds
it's fish, but it's like it's too. I mean, I guess we eat like pigs and shit, but
I mean, yeah, I mean people eat a lot of different shit, but like there's certain animals where like you know like chickens have like light or dark meat depending on like how much like they move and shit like that. Like some fish like may be like way tougher. Like I found out today like squid like calamari is like nothing. It
oh
doesn't
yeah,
taste like it's weird. Like you would think it would taste like stuff, but I don't know. I feel
yeah.
like some things aren't meant to be eaten. I guess.
If you fry
Or
it and stick it in they give you that sauce. That shit's pretty good, honestly. Not gonna lie, but yeah, I guess the actual squid's pretty tasteless.
yeah, like you gotta do a whole bunch to it. Like you might as well like not even get it.
Shit, I think in the Bible it says you can't even eat you can't even eat mussels or lobster. It's like if it's in a shell, you're not supposed to rip it out because that means God doesn't want you to get to it. I guess.
Yeah, probably. I'm not quite. I don't know too much about that stuff, but like, yeah, probably. I know there's a lot of like, I know like you're not supposed to shave. Like,
Yeah,
you
shit,
know,
that'd be
there's a
crazy.
lot of there's a lot of little things that like you can and can't do. So
You got to think though, back then people probably only lived like 20 years, so by the time they started growing a beard, they're already dead. Like, you know what I mean?
that's true. Average life expectancy was probably like 25 to like 30, 40 if you're lucky. Like 40-year-old men back then.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like you got to think like you wouldn't even know your grandparents at that point. Like you just be born and they'd already be like gone, basically.
Right. They random conflicts or like you're just out in the wild and like a fucking bear just fucks you up. Like there's just nothing you can do back in the day. We didn't have guns. We didn't have what we needed. Like so,
Or even like you're just fucking around, you break your leg, and then it's just like just
that's
die,
it. That's it.
basically.
You get
Yeah,
like one like little cut that gets infected. That's it. The game over.
they'll probably just like cut your wrists open and just let you bleed out, basically, like they used to do, try to bleed the disease out.
People back then were crazy. They would like with the like slingshots back in the day, throwing fucking rocks at you, bro. I couldn't imagine. You get hit one of those, it doesn't even have to be a vital spot. Like you're done. It's getting infected. Like it's done,
Yeah,
and it hurt.
exactly. Like even in the old west, they said like people used to back when like Texas and shit were first getting formed, people would just shoot each other with bullets and you wouldn't even die. It was just like full of lead, so you just like sit there and just like scream on the floor, and everyone would just ignore you and go back to their drinks because it was so common.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta hope you get like a mercy killing and they finish you off.
Yeah, because the bullets were shit. They just didn't do the job, I guess.
Bullshit. The guns were shit. Like, oh man.
Yeah. Could have
I'm
back.
glad I don't. I would not. I would. Well, I like to think I would survive in the wild because I grew up in like the country, kind of. But like, not back then, bro. I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with that shit.
No, exactly. No music. It'd be all country music. It'd be all like folk shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Some countries kind of cool though. I vibe with a lot of different kinds of music, so
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not. I want to be too like. I'm not gonna hate on country like how a lot of people do. Country's dominating the charts right now.
yeah, it is. It's crazy. Like they play country on the actual radio now. Like I remember at one point there was country stations, and now it's like it's just everywhere.
hmm I think it's kind of cool. Like, I mean, things get boring. Rap's gotten boring. Like, I watch a lot of like videos about music and shit like that. So like, I kind of know like the writing's on the wall. Like there's a lot of reasons why like shit like this kind of fallen off. But it kind of needs to fall off to kind of get back to its roots, like what it really means.
Yeah,
Because rap is supposed to be like rebellion. It's supposed to be like underground. It's supposed to be like real. And like when it's so commercialized, like that's not really there.
I think the problem with the reason really, I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of those videos because sometimes like I don't know if you've seen that Patrick CC one. That one was so depressing. He's just like it's not rap that's over, it's the world or something like that.
Yeah, I watched part of that, and I don't know. I partially agree. Like there's definitely parts where I'm like, yeah, like there's a lot. Yeah, we're kind of fucked, but at the same time, like
It's a
it's
little
also like people just aren't as good as before. Like people don't try as much. People, it's definitely people. Like it's definitely the artists, not
yeah.
necessarily.
It's a little doomer. Like I find I can agree with that, and I really think the reason that that type of shit happens is we got like the SoundCloud wave that really
Mhm.
popped off, and that was like unique. And then you started to see like more melodic stuff, and rap really rose to the top genre ever. And then all these older guys, when rap wasn't at the top, are like, oh look, like rap's being represented now on the charts, but it's not our rap, so we got to go right back. And then that's when you start to see like Lil Baby and Ghana and all that type of shit, which is like that shit's cool for what it is, but you got to understand that like most like sorry to say, but it's like most hip hop fans are like just white teenagers and white, like what I mean. That's the main demographic of people who have the time to listen to that shit, go to the shows. Uh, they
They
like a
say you
little,
have white fans to make money.
yeah. I
Like
mean, it's true, right?
I mean, demographic wise, I mean, they generally do have money, so they can go to concerts. That's why you go to certain shows. That's why people make fun of JPEG Mafia for having all white fans and shit. Like, you go to a shows, you look around. I might be one of like two people of color in
Yeah.
general.
I
Like,
mean,
that's kind
I
of how it
feel
is
like
sometimes.
I feel like that's anywhere though. Like you look at a Travis Scott concert and it's the same shit.
Yep, yep. Anyone that got like either really abstract, so like a JPEG Mafia, or even like, I mean, Death Grips isn't necessarily count. It's adjacent to JPEG Mafia. But like anything like it's super abstract or anything mainstream, like that's it. There's not a whole lot of like in between.
Yeah, I never looked super close at the audience. Hobson definitely got it's all white.
Yeah.
It's all white fans. But
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just kind of funny sometimes to like look at it because some people try to portray themselves a certain way, and then like you look at like who actually listens, and it's not like what you think it would be. Like all the street rappers that try to like flex, they try to do this and that, but they got like all their fans are fucking Timmy. Like,
yeah, I mean you got to think about it though. Like the white kids from the like suburban areas, they're going to be more interested because it's a life they've never lived. Where if you're actually living that shit, you probably don't want to listen to music about like the struggle you're going through, right? Like,
I'd say you'd be surprised. I just think it's kind of funny because they're trying to talk to a certain audience, but it's not. It's not hidden. It's not hidden.
yeah,
Because a lot of people have had issues with like a lot of the shit that comes out, and like a lot like people notice all the shit that's like geared towards like TikTok and shit.
Oh yeah, that's a problem for sure.
People people definitely see that. Like if you try to promote a song on TikTok, like unless you have like a little bit of backing or you're willing to like put some money into it, like they're probably not gonna fuck with it. Like a lot of people are tired of it at this point.
It's not even necessarily that TikTok's like a bad, like I know a lot of people reject it as like a way to promote their music. I don't think it's
Mhm.
necessarily bad. I think it's that when people manufacture songs specifically for TikTok, that's when it's like shit. And then
You don't want to be a TikTok rapper. You just want to be a rapper that uses TikTok.
yeah, what because like you got to think about it. There's a lot of like I didn't even realize this shit, but like Cemetery is like kind of like a TikTok rapper. Like he blew up
Yeah.
on there.
Mhm.
Even like I apparently like I hate fuck I don't want to bring him up in every fucking interview, but Rare like he's a TikTok rapper too. Like he blew up on
Have
TikTok.
TikTok is the only place I've seen him. Like I've known of him before, like before everything recently, obviously. But like it was more so because I'd see him on like it'd be like a Young Rare type beat
Hmm.
type. But like TikTok is what's been showing me his shit, and I think it's kind of funny, especially given recent events.
It's fuck it's interesting though that like so many people because like I always knew about like trap metal and certain artists, but it's like interesting now that I'm more like looking into the genre deeper, like what people consider like Ghostman is considered trap metal, which to me is like I don't feel like it is. To me, it's like Florida Bayou rap, basically what the Suicide
Yeah,
Boys do.
I never felt him like I can definitely see why aesthetically and all that he fits in with like trap metal and shit like that, but like not really. Like he does, he does like hardcore shit and he does like the 3 6 Mafia type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he comes from that kind of stuff. He just blends them both.
Yeah,
I don't, I,
exactly. Really fast
yeah,
shit.
I don't know, but I could see why someone could consider it in a way,
Mhm.
but I don't think it's inherently that.
And that's why I keep like people want to fight about like what's trap metal, what's not trap metal. To me, trap metal is more of an aesthetic than it is an actual musical genre. I feel like it is a musical genre, but we know what trap metal is. Like yeah,
I'd say it's 50-50. And Ghostman has trap metal projects. He had like a little EP he dropped like years ago. I wish I could remember. I literally saw him on the tour for this with he went on tour with Horror. They were a
mm,
really duo. But yeah, he has like some projects. Like he does it. He just that's just not his primary thing, which is why I don't think I would consider him that.
no, I would agree that it's not.
I don't back in the day considered him that.
I even seen a girl post like something on Instagram recently. She's like my top 10 trap. She called it metal trap or some weird shit. I shared
So
it actually.
people tagged me that they're like, "Oh, no Shitani," because like you put Peep on a fucking trap metal playlist, like
Yeah,
that doesn't
Peep and Suicide Boys at the top. It is like,
it doesn't make sense. But I kind of get the vibe. Like I think what she meant was dark trap.
hmm,
Like I think that's what she that would have made a lot more sense,
I'm
kinda.
maybe
But
I don't know. She heart's in the right place, I guess. At least people are starting to notice it. You know.
I know the reel did good though. I mean, what? I mean, I remember when I saw the reel, it had like 20K likes. I'm pretty sure.
Hmm.
Like it did good. Like it's popular. That means people there is still love for it. I mean, a lot of people like to say like it's dead or it's not gonna have like another high, but I disagree.
I
Like I
disagree
disagree.
too. It's lame because it's like you get people. I even commented something on that where I was like, no, it's called trap metal, da da da, and then people were replying to me like, all that shit died years ago, and I'm like, you people are just fucking like you just wave chasers, like fuck off, like you know what I mean?
That's not what it is, bro. That's
You're gonna
all it is.
you're gonna be sitting there as soon as it comes back, sitting there being like, oh, I was always a trap metal fan, like you know.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it was because the only times everyone was really on board with it is when X was alive and when Star-Lord was first popping. After that, people just dropped it.
Yeah,
And I think that's kind of whack, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's in like people's natures, they want to fit in and listen to what everyone else is listening to. So if it falls off a little bit, I guess it happens. But
and once again, like, and I think it's also a big labels play into it a lot, where it's like, as you said, even you said, like, rap, hip hop, it's like counterculture, and trap metal especially is like, started in the warehouse, started in like super counterculture.
Oh yeah.
So the label's seen that shit and they're like, "Oh, that makes us uncomfortable. Let's make sure to repress that as much as we can because that's the opposite of what we want." You know.
Right. They do get signed like NASCAR or City Morgue. They're not allowed to drop for certain periods of time, or they drop softer versions of what they would have. Like I think that's what happened with City Morgue on the what was the one with the two Dobermans and the two kids?
Oh, volume 2, yeah.
Yeah, volume two. Like I think I believe in either an interview or a live. He said like, he can't go as hard as like what he would want to at certain points. Like I don't think Zilla like a lot of people think like Zilla's kind of burnt at this point, and he kind of says he doesn't want to do this shit like that no more. But like that also plays like a huge role.
I'm glad that I finally listened to because for the longest time, like I had my own opinions. I didn't know what the grand opinion on like all that, but I'm glad I listened to all the SoundCloud stuff so I could do that one video because now I
Mm-hmm.
actually understand what people are saying. Where it's like So Smula actually was the one that was hard before.
Yeah, I never understood like that shit. Like I like when I got into like the scene and like into them, like Zilla had probably the same amount of followers as like I do like currently.
Mm-hmm.
Like right, I got like nearly 2K. I think he had like 3K, 3 or 4K at that time. Like when I found him, and like so even back then, people were kind of like like not really feeling it. But like there's just certain songs like Gangrene, like his verse on Gangrene, you cannot deny that. You can't deny that. Skatehead, you can't deny like he's like he has to prove himself every time. But I feel like people keep forgetting like he's that one, like he's fired.
Yeah, well, I don't think I said it in the video, but I kind of wish I did. The way I would describe the early City Morgue tracks is like Zilla is like some sort of like dark priest or something, and he's summoning the demon, and then the demon is Sos, because Sos always comes in with the hard ass shit. You know what I mean?
Like a lot of people try to. I mean, with a lot of duos, people try to make one a main character and one like a sidekick. But
Mm.
like I never felt you just don't really get that vibe from City Morgue. Like, I feel like people try to force that narrative on them. Like people try to say Sosmula sucks, but like I feel like after all these years, people are finally like, no, like Sosmula is good. Like people are finally giving him some credit.
Yeah, well, it's good. I think it's the. I've even heard the label will like cut his verses and shit. Like sometimes he has the better verses, and they definitely want him to be the sidekick because I said it in that one video where I said like, is he? And people were like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like you got to look at Sos Mula through like the lens of like a label. Which one are you going to promote? The guy who looks kind of more similar to a SoundCloud rapper. He's younger. He's got a little bit of edge, enough edge for it to be cool, or the guy who just looks fucking insane.
He's super marketable. I mean, Zilla's like, I mean, that's easy.
Yeah. Sos
Like
is like he's
Toast is
big.
like, I mean, Toast is like, what? He's like 30. He's like some big dude who's not black who says the N word. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like there's just little things that like most of the fan like no one actually cares about, but like if you're gonna like try to launch that to a bigger audience, like it's definitely way better for them to push Zilla.
Sos says he's 28, but most people are pretty sure he's 35.
Damn, I didn't know. I just thought he was like maybe like 30, 31. I remember seeing on like the Reddit like forever. Like I'm not super active on there, but I remember seeing on there like I thought people were saying he was 28 like a couple years ago.
Yeah, he might be a little bit older now, but he basically somebody messaged him because he has old prison like something I don't know what it is, some kind of paperwork that basically says he was born in the 80s or whatever, or not the 80s. Yeah, I think 88. Anyways, like 35 years old. But then he's like, no, here's my ID. I'm actually 28. But I was actually gonna make a video on this, but then people said like, what?
That's so interesting. Like there's just been so much like talk around Sos Mula's age, and we just have never gotten like a clear answer.
Well, that like it was his answer, but like I said, I was gonna make a video on this, but a lot of people are like, "Nah, you're dragging it." If you look at okay, this is like super like, but if you look at his ID, right, it's got a
Mm.
date on it from 2016. He's got face tats. He's got the whole scar thing, right? If you look
Right.
at Helsing Station or Yokai or whatever, Sos is there. Look
Mm.
at a picture. Right, when did Helsing Station drop? It's like after that, right? There's a picture of Sos, no face tattoos whatsoever. But on the ID with that date, he has face tattoos. So,
Yeah, I mean, it also doesn't help that he also just looks kind of older. And I feel like he also has like a slouch too. So like, I don't know.
and you look at old pictures of him when he's like with Zillakami at one point, and it's like it's a but from what he's saying, he'd be 18 right there, and you look at him, and it's like, there's no way the dude's 18. He looks like he's like 25. Like,
I'm like when I was 18, I thought he was like 30.
yeah,
Like I did not like hell no. Even in those younger pictures, like because I was like an early fan of theirs, like I never once felt that vibe. Like me and him were the same age. I know me and Zilla are the same age because like I've talked to him and shit like that. Like we used to be cool and shit, but like you could just tell. There's no way. There's no fucking way. So Smith is our age.
oh yeah. Didn't you say? Were you the one who was telling me you used to play paintball with him?
No. I didn't play paintball with him, but me and him used to be cool. Like me and I hate to like bring this up because like I mean like there's multiple reasons why me and him were cool, but like I
Hmm.
was really cool with like his ex that he like will post about.
Oh,
I
I didn't even know
I don't
about
know if you
that.
know about it, but his ex was really cool. Unfortunately, passed like I want to say like 2 years ago now. It's either 2 or 1 year. No, it was 2 years.
Hmm.
But yeah, like that's why if you ever see Zilla's stories and he seems like super depressed and he's just saying some shit, that's the context pretty much. Like it's really sad. Like she was really dope, but yeah, like we were cool because of her. Like I used to get clothes from her from like for my ex at the time, and
Hmm.
yeah, talk about shit. But I was really cool with like Cam and subjects of them. Really.
Are you from New York too?
No, I'm from Michigan. I just met them online.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you met them before they when you said like when you have 4,000, 5,000,
They had like maybe like a couple K followers at most.
and you
Like it
were
was
like
really, huh?
and you were also like popping off at the time, so they were able to notice you.
I didn't make music at the time. It was really weird. Like I started getting it, like liking that kind of music. Like I was like everyone else before I get real into the underground. I was liking like Ski X, Craig Zen, like other hard artists, and I started looking at other ones. And then one day they both just followed me, like Cam and Sub. They just followed me one day,
Hmm.
and I followed them back. And ever since then, I've like it's crazy. Like the New York scene has been so like interesting to me, and like they all just kind of like came to me at first, and I don't know. I just tried to talk to them, and luckily, like it was early enough, so there wasn't like no ego. You know what I'm saying? They're not too busy, but yeah, we just kind of became cool from there.
And you work with you able to work with either one of them, like cam subjects, or even
I
still talk to them.
I it's a song with me and Cam, but that probably will never see the light of day because I that was like really early for me. I don't like that at all, if I'm gonna be real.
Hmm.
But other than that, I haven't really worked with many of them. Like I've talked and like been cool with like some of the other members of the group too, not just them two. Like they had this dude. He makes music videos and shit now, but he used to do merch named Astra. Like I remember I used to like get shit from him and I'd model it for him and shit like that for like his websites and shit. And I'd pretty much just like help like push them and shit like that. Just talk to him, like give him feedback. Just being like a fan, but like I was really just like cool talking to him. Like I'd be FaceTiming subjects and shit.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
I don't even know who else. That's the one thing. Like I don't even really know who else is in GCSY because they'll never they'll always say it's like kind of like Triple Nine Mob too. They're like we got other members, but it's like who are they? Because they never really say.
Yeah, like there's well at the time, it was Cam, so Astra, there's Baby Bear, there's Zay 500, there's Amari, there's I don't know, there's just been a lot, and there's been a few like that come and go, and there's more that they've added. So I
Mhm.
don't have like a giant list, but like those are the people who I really like talk to, like include well Astra too, like those are people who I really talk to like back in the day.
And you've been able to like maintain a friendship with both like Cam and Subs even since now supposedly they're broken up.
I so subjects kind of like I haven't talked to him. I haven't. Well, I talked to Cam like here and there, but I haven't talked to subs in forever. I feel like he just, I feel like he just kind of like fell off the face of the earth. Like he posts and shit every once in a while. Like every once, curious like is he doing anything? And like it's always like oh soon, but like he's been saying soon for like 2 years.
You know
You know,
leprosy.
he has not been active. But what?
You know leprosy.
Yeah. Oh, I know of him. Like we're mutuals.
Okay, mutual. Yeah, they work. I guess I don't know. That's the only way that they're friends. I
Yeah.
think so. I don't know.
Like I'm pretty sure he is doing shit, but yeah, I haven't heard nothing from him. Me and Cam stopped talking that much. Like he was going through a lot of beef. Like you talked to him about that in the interview. Like he was going through a lot of beef and shit. Like with like there was Zilla, Josiah, NASCAR. So like, I just I kind of felt bad. I remember there was one time he got into like some trouble. So like he was just doing his own thing, and like I don't live there or anything,
Hmm.
so like I'm not like there to
Really
like talk.
involved. Yeah.
So like I just kind of let him do his own thing, and he got busy, and then he moved, and then he had a baby, and then you know what I'm saying, like, and then stuff with subjects, and he started doing his dad thing.
Hmm.
So I just kind of like I just started watching from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Just let him do him because
It's cr-
he's clearly really busy at the time.
it's crazy too, like to like meet him too, and he's like seems like he's very chilled out and low key, but then like you see him back in the day and he's just wilding out on everybody, so it's like it's weird.
Crazy, dude. Man, I wish this is my second account. Like my first main account got deleted. So like I used to have so much stuff in our DMs. I had like videos of him like fighting people like in high school and shit like that. Like it's I don't know, dude. Like he was wild back in the day, and that like you can really feel that in like his music too. Like how he was in that, is pretty accurate, I'd say.
Yeah, because I always wondered if he just was like putting on a character. Because it seems like there's always one crazy ass one and one chilled out one. Burn Kaz and Drown Millie, Cameron Nazi subjects, like you know what I mean? There's always one crazy one.
Especially now that he's like more grown, he does all the research and shit like that. He's definitely more, but just like I feel like a lot of people like back in the day, you were just more hot headed, but now, as time goes on, you kind of just chill.
Yeah, and fans don't like that because then they're like, why are you switching up? But then it's like, well, people grow up, you
Right.
know.
You like constant entertainment.
Yeah,
But
and I was kind of surprised too to ask him about the like the sea moss gummies and all that shit, and he had like a pretty intelligent response to that. But
No, I've considered trying this stuff. I don't be doing. I haven't done my own like research. Like I'd like to know, and like I'm not gonna. I trust his word and shit like that, but like I want to know myself. Like I want to do my own research before I just take some shit. So I don't know. I just haven't looked at it into it myself because I've just been kind of lazy. But no, like he does this thing. Like he makes a lot of shit, and I know a lot of people like that have bought. And it's nice. Like it works. Like it's cool.
it makes sense for him because he's like music wasn't like his first thing. He's just like sometimes it's bad to be an artist where it's like music isn't your first thing and you're in a bunch of different like places, but sometimes it's a good thing as well because it's like some people they're entrepreneurs first. Some people are
Right.
just want to be musicians and then they're scam artists, like basically.
But like I'd say with him, like when he stopped doing the like he kind of cut. It felt like he stopped music cold turkey because
Mm,
like there was all these delays for like these projects and stuff, but he was still relatively active at least. Like
mm,
have at least keeping up the image. One day it was like nothing. And then another day it was like the spiritual shit, the you know what I'm saying, like that kind of stuff. Like for a while, like his page was only that, and a lot of people were confused, like
mm,
myself included. Like he was just so into it. Like he got GCSY on his forehead.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? He was going on tour with Snot, early 2020 before COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like we thought that was it. We thought he was going up,
mm.
but he just kind of stopped one day.
Yeah, I'd be interested though. I kind of wish that subjects would come on and like talk about like his side of shit too and like what really went down there because like that was new
Yeah.
news I guess to everybody because I remember like people were like, well, we finally got the answer to the Zilla and Cameron shit, but now we got a new question because now we don't know what's going on between them.
Yeah, I'd like to. I mean, I'm sure other people know shit too, but like, I'd like to think like I'd be knowing more because of like the connections I do have. Like, I have been like told, and like but
Hard to know.
yeah, I don't know. Like really, they haven't been cool for a hot minute though. Like before, like even before the like 2020, like before the tour was not
Oh yeah, damn, fuck
like
you.
yeah, like it was a minute, and it wasn't just because of like some delays and shit. Like, but it is what it is.
Shit's so weird. It's this the timeline on shit's so weird now because it's like it
Sucks
feels
because are seeing it as like, damn, like I want them to be cool, like I want shit to work out.
yeah, but just like in general that it's like it's 2024 now and it's like fuck all this shit happened in 2020, but 2020 just feels like it's last year, but it's been like fucking 4 years now.
I mean, him and Zilla are cool, so I mean, I think it's possible for them to be cool again. Because I mean, I know they was beefing over some dumb shit, so
Yeah,
they can become cool again. I think it's possible, but I don't know. You never know. Life
never
is
know.
unexpected.
Anyone else that you're tapped in with or hope to tap in with in the future?
Um, shit. I mean, honestly, like because I was early in the scene, like I kind of like knew everybody. Like I knew King before he got locked up and shit like that. I like I not knew him like that, like how I talked to other people, but like I talked to him a few times. Like I knew about his group, Violently Peaceful. I knew about Kill Switch and them, like all that early shit. They were like Spire Gang before Spire Gang was a thing, type shit
Flacco
with
was
Fly.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So like I knew about them. I was really into Midnight Society. If I want to fuck with like anybody, I think I would fit in with Midnight Society. Like I want to work with like Kamiyata at some point. I used to really fuck with Original God from Midnight Society. I don't. I'm pretty sure he does music still. I haven't talked to him in a few years, but if you can interview him, he is super dope. Like they be going to Japan for the shows and shit.
Damn.
You
Yeah.
would fuck with him.
That's weird too. So you know Flacco too? Because he does not talk about that shit at all.
Uh, I I don't know too much. I just know that it's always just some random drama. Like something happens behind the scenes, and all of a sudden there's just one person who just never like like I don't even know what's going on with him, to be honest. Like around that, because I feel like King and them like it felt fast. Like it felt like they kind of came and went with their group. Like I remember knowing about it, and then all of a sudden like King gets locked up. Like I didn't even know about like the whole rare shit or whatever back in the day. Like I was tapped in with the East Coast shit because I've always just had an appreciation for like East Coast rap.
Hmm.
I never knew about people from other places. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's kind of like I wish I kind of knew the timeline because like I didn't even know who King was at the time. I remember just the way that everything fell together. I basically was just talking to somebody. I wanted to know more about the rare situation because a lot of people there was a lot of overlap with people who watched me and people who fucked with them, and a lot of people are like, you need to clear his name. Uh,
all of a sudden he gets out, and yeah, that's crazy.
no, not even King. Like they were telling me to clear Rare's name.
We'll kill Rare's name first, damn.
Yeah, because they thought it was like some 6ix9ine shit where he basically got caught up for like because like well I don't know how everybody feels about that, but like most people who I know and like even myself, I feel like you can say a lot about 6ix9ine, but I really think like the whole like pedophile shit it was like he's kind of situational. I don't think he was really like that.
I mean, I've low key, I've watched because like I watch a lot of fucking YouTube about about rap and shit like that. Like I like to watch interviews or like lore. I just be bored, really. Like I just get high, record, and watch YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, like low key, like based on some videos, like I don't know if it's just because that's how the creator wanted it to sound, but like it kind of sounded like he was even a little set up in a way. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
I,
people think that, but you know who I got to
there's
get on here though? No, wait, say what you're gonna say.
Oh, I was just saying, there's like a lot of weird details and shit with it. Like I don't know. I even back then, like I remember calling him that back in the day because like I was really cool. I like just like how Cam said, like he was right there with Zilla, like fucking harassing 6ix9ine. I was also right there harassing him and shit like that. Like I remember hearing about all this shit, but I don't know. It's just so old to me. Like I think he's a flop now. I knew it was coming.
I don't
It
know.
just it
When
is.
when he said that, that was interesting too, because he said he was going back and forth. I'm like, what does he mean, like DMs? Because I've never seen any videos of Cameron Nazi like going at 6ix9ine.
A lot of it was online. Cause like a lot of it was online because like 6ix9ine was like hiding, like just like how he was in like Chicago and shit. It was like almost like this, like very similar tactics and shit like that. Like he'd be one place, but he'd post it at a different time,
Mm.
or like they were act like people like they were act like they're about it, like they're actively looking for him and shit like that. But like it just ended up being mostly online, and then 6ix9ine would go overseas to Europe, which is where he would blow up.
Because it's kind of weird because he was like he was with um, Zilla and Sos and all them, and then immediately as soon as he wasn't with them anymore, he's with Days and Ernie Mac and fucking Slosher and
Mm.
whatever the fuck that guy's name is, Philly Moolah. And it's like, where the fuck all these guys come from? Like, I know Days was kind of in Scum Gang because they made a song together, and I know that Slosher, I think, was also kind of part of Scum Gang at one point. I want to talk to him soon, Slosher, if I can.
Like really when I like right when I got into like the whole scene and shit, this was like maybe right after they stopped fucking with 6ix9ine. Like I was never like I was never like into the whole circle shit when like they were cool with him. Like I just remember it being like fuck him. Like I don't know none of his like friends or nothing like that.
Hmm. Yeah, that's kind of interesting to know because like the timeline with like like they basically broke up with them. Zilla didn't make music for 6 months. Started hanging out with GCSY, I guess. Then he started making music again. Then he started making shit with City Morgue. I think maybe he was making it at the same time. I
It's,
don't.
it's so much back and forth. It's so much back and forth. Like they keep flip flopping. Like it's crazy.
But something that I realized, and I don't know if it's like common knowledge, but it's like 6ix9ine basically kind of fucked himself with the whole situation with Zilla because Zilla was not really saying a whole lot. Like they exposed the ghostwriting,
Hidden gem. If he would have stayed with Zilla, he would have been fine.
but he went on No Jumper and literally was like, "I'll give Zilla $10,000 if he fucking can expose me for being a pedophile." And then Zilla did it, and that's why he lost all his connections to Trippy, Adam, and uh,
Yeah, his own mouth hurt him at the end of the day. Like that's all it was. Because like if he just didn't do like what he did, I mean, he might not have been as popular, but like he wouldn't have a record probably, or not as crazy of a record. He would probably still be doing decent. You know, people might not like him because he's his personality, like he's kind of like a dick, but like he wouldn't be as hated. Like he could potentially still have a career, but he hurt himself.
yeah, I
I don't
like
feel bad.
I never really. I always thought he was entertaining, and I was like a fan for a while. But it's like after Tattletales and everything, it's like you can kind of tell it's like, because it was like the pedo shit. I was like, okay, I don't really think, and the snitching stuff. I'm like, I don't. Now that I'm more in it, now I kind of understand why people hate snitches so fucking bad because it's like it really is like in some situations I can understand it, but
Yeah, like in some situations, yeah, of course, but like just it's a weird thing, and that's kind of what you gotta. I don't think he accounted for it when he signed up for it.
yeah.
I don't think he thought it would probably get as deep as it did.
And then, but yeah, it's just after Tattletales and just the fact that like he went on and basically dropped like I'm thinking of doing a whole video on it from like the inside perspective, but it's like dropped that piece of shit album that he knew was a piece of shit album. So he didn't give a fuck about his fans, and then basically didn't drop music, and then went on DJ Academic's thing and was like, "My fans aren't going hard enough for my shit, so I'm not gonna drop it." I'm like, "Yeah, all right, go at the only people supporting you."
Like that's a terrible approach. That's not going to make anyone want to go hard, buddy.
No, it's just kind of like he's just a baby. Like if he can't get the attention he wants, then he just like sits there and I'm fine. I'm not gonna participate. Then it's like, bro, like,
Yeah, like he only really has fun when everyone's fucking mad and all the cameras are pointing at him. But I don't know, the controversy shit, it never works out. Like, I mean, anyone can do some dumb shit in a video, or you know what I'm saying? Like that shit doesn't last. It doesn't give you a stable foundation. So it
no,
it, just, it kind of sucks to see because like as an artist, like I don't want to see somebody fail, but like I'm also kind of a hater and he's just lame. So
yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's like you really got to be a certain type of person to make that shit work because you got to like first of all constantly piss people off,
yeah,
and
and
also
7 like it's so draining. Like wow, I would just rather focus on my music. Like
and I feel like that's why people started to say that like Trippy fell off because there was a moment in time when like Trippy was just naturally everybody talked about him. And then I felt like there was a moment of time where he was like forcing himself to be talked about by doing stupid shit. And now he just like he doesn't do it anymore. He just makes his music and people are like he
mhm.
fell off. And it's like I don't think he fell off. I just don't think he wants to, you know.
It's similar with the TikTok thing I said earlier. Like people can tell. Like no one wants to see that shit. like it's not like 2016 where you can smoke a blunt in a classroom and all of a sudden you get like 6 million views.
Oh my god, fucking Jumix, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, fuck him. By the way,
You don't like
me
him?
and him, he has me blocked right now.
He also beefs
Yeah,
with another guy that I know too. Weird. And you guys like it's so strange that he just beefs with like like well not that you're like a random artist, but you know what I mean? Like he
like you wouldn't expect it. Like why would he beef with me?
yeah.
It,
Well
it, it's just like a little thing. I like trolled him really. Like I wasn't mad for him, but like the thing with that was like my girlfriend has a friend who dated him pretty much, he this was like the end of September, like beginning of October. Um, for whatever reason, went on my girlfriend's page and liked a picture, and like I'm like, bro, that's like it's not that big of a deal, but I know what you're doing. I don't fuck with that shit. So I just messaged him, and I was just talking shit. Like I'm not even mad for real, because like, what is he gonna do? Nothing. I'm not worried about little Jumex.
Shit,
So,
Max.
but I was like, maybe I can get like a repost. Maybe I can get some clout. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And he was like, "Oh, nigga, who the fuck is you?" Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, bro, like, I'm just trolling him pretty much. I'm trying to egg him on and shit, and he just blocks me.
Bro, can you even say that? Isn't he white?
Yeah, probably. I think he's like Hispanic. I mean, I
Uh,
don't actually. But
Damn.
either way, I was trying to get some clout. He's active. I'm trying to egg him on, but yeah, he just blocked me. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Shit, I don't even know if he's got. I don't even know if he's got clout anymore. Maybe. I mean, he's kind of a
Well, I
trendy
mean,
little
a
artist.
little bit, but I don't know how much of it is like organic. You feel me? Like I think he still gets like 20K likes or whatever on like a post, but I don't think it's like organic.
I would love to fucking interview him. He would be like one of the number one people I'd want to interview because I know a lot about him and I wouldn't give him like a really like soft stool fucking shit interview.
Yeah.
And I just love to see like his reaction, like just shit to do with like Lil Saku, just
Sure, that would be interesting. I watch all the interviews. I think they're all like interesting in a way. Even if I don't necessarily like or care for the person, it's just like everyone has like a really like interesting like underground story. Like everybody oddly enough knows everybody in some sort of way.
everybody knows Dirty Butt pretty well. Fuck.
Yeah, me and him don't get along.
No, you don't get along with him either. Damn.
I mean, we haven't in the past. Like, it's really not even that big of a deal. It's more so, I think, I just don't want to like. I, I kind of like, I don't know. I'm like stubborn, and like part of me like I don't like what he says something about me. I don't like that.
Hmm.
Flat out, I don't like that. Like, apologize.
Just out of nowhere, like he just dissed you.
No, there was a little situation. Someone was like spreading rumors about me, and they made like multiple accounts and like spammed him pretty much. And at that time, me and him were cool. Like we had it was me, him, and my group member Eric. We had a song together, and like, it was cool. Like it was cool. And like this is when he started the extreme trap shit too. And I was on it. I was gonna get a tape. Like everything looked good, and then this person did that, really unfortunate. Pretty much that made him not fuck with me. So he said some shit about me. Even though I was able to like disprove it pretty quickly, he's like he still was saying shit about me and like pretty much cut me off. So like I don't fuck with him. And then like there's like the extreme trap Detroit shit like that. Like he I think that's happening for a second time soon. But at least for the first time, like in the state of Michigan, like there's only a handful of people, in my opinion, that like it would make sense to put on for the bill, and
Hmm.
like, I don't want to like seem like I got like this like crazy big ego or anything, but like I feel like I should be one of those people. But like I remember I reached out, I tried to get it, and then he pretty much stiff armed me, and it was just really weird since then.
Hmm.
So
That's really
it is
shitty.
what it is what it is, though. A lot of people. I didn't really like that kind of like scene or side of the underground anyway, because like a lot of those people, like besides like NASCAR and Dirty, everyone else usually tries to like copy them in some sort of way. And
Hmm.
I've never liked that. I've always thought that was really lame. I preferred Zilla and fucking Scarlord clones every day of the week, other than like this shit. And I could go on and on and on about that, but I don't know. I've kind of like diverted from that and kind of went more towards like the horrorcore route because that's more where I fit in anyway.
Yeah. Like horrorcore. Like you mean like because when I think of horrorcore, I think like ICP and Eminem back in the day when he used to do the
Yeah,
mixing and
you're
shit.
thinking of like old horrorcore. So the new horrorcore is I'm gonna say some names. I know you heard of one of them because I just watched the Leprosy interview like 2 days ago. Rejected Reina. Um,
Hmm.
I don't necessarily have an opinion on him. I think he makes cool music. The aesthetic's cool. Don't know him as a person. I'm not even really familiar with his music, but I know what it is. There's Craig Scissorhands. Um, I don't. There's so many names, but those are like the main two for like the new horrorcore. That's like it's basically trap metal, but it's definitely way more oriented. It's not the shoot 'em up, bang bang type of shit. It's more like a torture, like knives. Like people call it torture core, really, but
Okay.
it's really horrorcore.
Yeah. See, like,
You would have to just listen to one of their songs to like really get it. It's a very like you can tell it's trap metal, but it's a very distinct side of it.
yeah. I think it's good and bad. Like I like that like Leprosy's got like the glitch core shit and like people like
Mhm.
I like how people differentiate in a way, but I also just feel like that's why I say like I just so many people are like don't like it, but I lump everything into trap metal because like if we're ever gonna get anywhere as a genre, we can't be so
We gotta push
disjointed.
together. Like
Yeah,
it's never gonna work if we don't actually try to push it together.
exactly. With this stupid gatekeeping, like oh I'm actually I'm not I don't do trap metal. I do bing
Oh, I
bang.
actually do this that somehow no one else does and no one else heard of ever.
I do
Because like you just made it the fuck up.
fucking scrape core or some shit or like
Yeah, I hate people that fucking do that. Like I don't know, like honestly, you couldn't even I hate to. I know I just said I hate it, but like you couldn't even really consider my stuff like the new torture core shit or like the new horrorcore shit. Like it's similar, but like I like, for example, like I fuse it with like elements of like where I'm from. I'm not. I'm from Michigan, but like I use like some like the Detroit style. You could hear that in like some flows and stuff that I use on like these crazy fucking beats. Like I just have like a regional variant of it, I guess you could call it.
yeah.
Like it's different. It's just different. I don't know. I don't know. It takes people a while to get used to because it's very intense.
Hmm. It's interesting though, like I'm glad that people are willing to. I just listened to like Xanakin Skywalk's new song, and I'm like,
Oh, I'm not familiar with it.
oh no, it's like he's in this new phase, right? He got like this
Mm-hmm.
black mask, and he's got like these like new knuckle tattoos where he's got like colorful paint splatters, and like I know we just went over the whole thing where it's like 6ix9ine's lame, but it's like I still kind of want that artist that can recapture kind of the excitement that he can bring. So I'm like, oh
We need that excitement. We need it. It's
yeah,
so desperate. Something more than Blueface, please.
oh my god, yeah. But he had like black mask and all this. I'm like, what's he gonna do? And now he's just doing like generic trap metal beats, and I'm like, nah, bro, come on, like,
I mean, at least it's someone more popular, at least trying it. So that way, like, more people are gonna find out about it. Cause like, there's only so much someone like a smaller artist like myself, like there's only so much reach I can get reasonably at the moment.
mm,
So like, you know, it kind of pays in a way when other bigger people at least try it. Cause then people kind of get they might not like it right away, but because it's a more popular artist they fuck with, they might try to might try to digest it more, understand it, and then they'll be more cool with like
yeah.
some other shit.
I'm hoping it's just an experimental phase for him, and it's not what he's gonna fully go on to, because like
Yeah,
he already is kind of trap metal, but he does it on like different types of beats, which I really fuck with, and that's actually what I told King. I told King, I'm like, you should if you're gonna do your big comeback, you should try to do some more creative like beats because people know him. Like you know what I mean. I get
yeah, people know him for
I
sure.
I'm almost interested. I kind of want to see the parallel universe where I never got involved. What would have happened there? Because a lot of people fuck with them still. But
I don't. I feel like it might. I feel like what happened probably would have happened again. Maybe not as fast as it did, because I feel like he got out and then it was like boom, like all of a sudden it was like back to action. I feel like it probably would have built up maybe a little bit more. They like Rare definitely would have found out. Rare definitely would have made a diss. King definitely would have responded. You know.
yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, I don't know. King said he was gonna do real estate though when he got out, which I'm like, damn, real estate with all those face
That's
tats.
good. That's good. I do both. You know, that way you can pretty much work like like maybe like a couple hours, like a week or a day. Realistically, like you might be online for a few hours. You sell a house, you pocket like 10 bands.
Yeah,
You know, like there's like that's good. That's good, and then you can use that and just you could dump. I mean, with how basic living is, like if you're not living super lavishly, you could dump like a third of that into promo and you're good, and then your music is up.
True, yeah, and that's another thing too. Like, I feel like on top of everything, it's just like, where does an artist even get money anymore? Like, you know what I mean? Shows, and that's basically it. Because Spotify apparently doesn't pay, SoundCloud doesn't pay. Apparently, Apple Music's actually pretty good, but nobody uses that shit.
So from personal experience, shows pay me the most for sure. Like I've only been like active. Like I've been in the scene since I was like 15. I'm 23, turning 24 soon now. But I've been active like making music since October 2021. But so like I've done quite a bit of shows, and that definitely helps. There's a lot of shows that I've done like for free, like just so I can like for like the name out. But like if I need to, people will actually pay me, especially because I'm more so like in the Midwest. Like I said, I'm in Michigan, but I do shows in like Indianapolis. I have one in Cleveland in February 2nd. I go to Chicago. I haven't played in Milwaukee yet, but I've known like Milwaukee. You know, like I be around. So like I'm kind of like established. So like if I need something, I can ask for it.
Damn,
But
you gotta.
you know that's good at least. You know, like shows definitely is it. Spotify probably pays the best though. Apple Music is kind of lacking. I feel like.
Is it actually? Because a lot of people were telling me that Apple Music is the one that really, but just
I don't know.
people don't fuck with Apple Music as well. I definitely don't use it. Like,
I like Apple Music, but I feel like I'm definitely in the minority for that. Like I don't know. I feel like if I had like my brother, I have a little brother that makes music and shit. He has a fan base for Apple Music, so he does get consider. You know, he does make some cheese off that. But like I still think like actually Spotify pays more.
I
It's
mean,
just more so. I think the Spotify algorithm is very hit or miss, and I feel like you need to put money in to really get something out. But I feel like they actually do pay a little bit more.
but I think like YouTube's decent too. But obviously, as a trap metal artist, like you're just not gonna get monetized because like you're gonna put fire in a video and YouTube's gonna be like, oh fuck, the children.
Yeah, I mean the only way it'll work. I mean, there's a few ways, but I mean you got to be either have a really censored live video, or you could go the AMV route, which that hasn't really popped off since like 2016.
Yeah, it's overdone. That's the problem, I think. Or people use the
Yeah,
same
like everybody
animes.
had an AMV.
Yeah, I think it can be cool. I want to kind of see like but I think people need to do more like creative shit, not just like Attack on Titan, Aaron screaming, jumping off the
People,
fucking.
yeah, people do the same fucking ones too. Like not only does everyone have AMV, everyone is using the same 4 or 5 animes. Sometimes there's a different one, but they still use the same fucking scenes. Like they'll still like pull from another anime. Like I don't know. It's just there's a lot of little issues. I feel like a lot of people in the scene are stuck in like that 2017, 2016 era for the trap metal shit.
Definitely, I think it's because it never got the chance to really get to where people want it, and now like they miss it and they want it to come back. And I know that's how I feel about like SoundCloud shit too. But at the same time,
Mhm.
we want it to come back, but we want it to come back in a different way because SoundCloud has come back in different ways, but now it's kind of turned into the Instagram live community, and that's not nobody wants to be that. That's like,
Yeah. I mean, SoundCloud helps though. Like I fuck with SoundCloud more now than I ever did before, if I'm being honest.
mm,
Like I have like Next Pro, so there's like that first fans feature. So like it really pushes your song like right after you drop it. And then you add your own momentum that helps with the algorithm and shit like that, blah blah blah. The new discovery feature that I mentioned before, like that actually helps quite a bit. Like I've met new people like I'm going to collab with because of that.
mm, yeah,
You know, okay, there's definitely like bonuses and shit, but I mean it's still a buggy ass app at the end of the day.
and oversaturated as fuck.
Yeah,
That's the biggest thing. Like if well, it's just because everybody wants to be an artist nowadays, and I don't think that's necessarily bad, but
I mean I can understand why you would want to, but I don't know. I feel like we'll just have to. I feel like it just takes time to weed them out. Really, I mean people are gonna try. You know, like people will always have their little initial buzz from like their friends because like it's something new, but if it doesn't pick up after like 3 songs, like
yeah,
it's done. It's toast.
people just don't keep trying. People don't have the work ethic. People just want to, yeah, and it's
Want to take pictures. They want to, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not actually like doing the thing that they need to do
yeah.
or market themselves properly.
And it's like if you're not an entertainer, it's like I know that a lot of
That's
people we got the mysterious musicians popping up now that like Cardi type people, that we're more mysterious, and that's fine for a certain sect of people. But it's like if you're not going to be an entertainer, then I don't think you should be a musician because
yeah. If you're not going to be an entertainer, you need to have fucking money to put it in, so people will at least still see you. Like you gotta like you still have to do shit to an extent. Like if you're not ever gonna like for me personally, like I've always known that like showing my face has helped me like a lot, like gaining, because like I was popping on TikTok for like a little minute,
hmm,
but like if you don't like put yourself in it, you don't even have to physically put yourself into it all the time. It just has to be at least personality wise. Like there's nothing for people to latch on to.
yeah, exactly.
Like why would anyone care about someone who never posts, occasionally drops, and you're gonna forget about them so easy unless you like know them.
Yeah, and it's hard to stay, and that's what a lot of people. It's hard to keep up with them too. Like I remember, I a lot the way I actually found a lot of people. So I used to just go on World Star Hip Hop, look at the 6 music videos they post in a day, listen to all of them, watch all of them. Most days it's like okay, there's 6 shit ones or whatever. Sometimes, and I remember like finding an artist. His name was like T Weez or something, and he made this song called Cheddar Cheese, and it's like I'm gonna do anything to get that cheddar cheese, and it was one of those heat seeking, like you know what I mean. They do like the lesser videos where it's like not a world star, it's like heat seeker. That's what they call it.
Yeah, yeah, I do know. Yeah.
So I went to go try to find him, and his name was like just Wheeze. So then I like finally found him, and it's like his name was like T Weeze, and then it was like T Weezy, and then
Too much work.
yeah,
Too-
exactly. So
Most, most people, most people would have gave up.
I'm trying to find the music and I can't find it, and then like I think I talked to him at the point, and he didn't even have it on his SoundCloud or whatever, and I'm like, shit, bro, I want to hear more, but you don't want to make people work for it.
Yeah. Like I just like read a whole thing about like how websites and like apps specifically try to reduce user friction, so people don't just say fuck it, just get off. Like the harder you make it, like the less people are even gonna try. Like if you don't have like a link in your bio or some shit, like no one's gonna search for that shit.
Hmm.
Like people don't even want to click the link and then go to your profile and go to a song. Why would anyone do all the other shit?
Exactly, and I feel like that's like when it comes to a blow up, like it's annoying because I want everybody's full catalog to be out there so people can find it and look at the progression, but it's like when you come to the time when you actually get your chance to blow up with a song, your SoundCloud, your Spotify. It's nice to just have a couple projects, maybe 8 songs, something to chew on. You don't want to have like 40, 50, 60 songs because then people aren't going to know what to look. They like you, they want to listen to more. You need to give them the substance. You need to have the
You
music
don't want to
there.
be overbearing though.
Yeah, and it's like that's how kind of how I feel with like Jack Harlow, where he's like, I was grinding in the mixtape scene forever. It's like, yeah, but nobody's gonna go listen to like those fucking 9
No one
mixtapes.
wants to listen to every single fucking. I mean, unless they're like a diehard, like they really fuck with you, they're not gonna do it. Like that's
Yeah,
why a lot of people like will abandon their SoundCloud, like they'll leave like singles and shit, but like their Spotify will be what they work on and shit. Like I've seen that quite a bit,
I
but
think
I
that's a
feel like
good
I'm
idea.
gonna be on SoundCloud honestly. Like I fuck with SoundCloud.
Yeah. And if you're gonna do a bunch of like random features, then don't. You can repost them, but don't post all your random features on your SoundCloud because then it's like then you're not giving the best.
Right, then you're kind of fucking up your own algorithm.
Because I know like there's been like people like Hunty and Poncho and random people who they get that feature. That's what I've been trying to tell a lot of people too. It's like don't buy like a random feature from an artist and think that's gonna be your blow up because it's probably not.
Even if you both do great, like it's probably not. You'll probably do decent, but like you should always expect like normal numbers, like what you average. You know.
Like even fuck, there's been Drake features and like I'm pretty sure like didn't Drake have like a feature with like Draco the Ruler and like he never really
I,
blew up.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like there has been like a few failed Drake blow ups, but yeah, like, I know there's I don't know. It just really depends too. Like it depends on your own core fan base. It depends like on the other person, but sometimes it don't work.
Yeah, McConan, Block Boy, JB, Smiley, Smiley's kind of big in Canada though. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like
Yeah,
him.
that's kind of it though. I feel like.
Yeah, he's got a weird voice, so it's hard to like him. What'd you say?
Oh, I said so. It's like it's kind of like a fail, kind of not. Like he got clout. He didn't completely fall off like Blockboy JB. Like Blockboy JB, I haven't heard of him in years. I don't even know what the fuck he's doing.
No, I don't know. I don't even know. Like fuck, should look into him almost. Like I,
I feel like I gotta do like a wellness check. Like you good, buddy? Like you fell off kind of hard.
yeah, I remember even the XXL freshman thing. They did an interview, and he was like trying to position himself with like Smoke Perp and Lil Pump and be like we're this group or whatever. And it's like these guys are already like on the way out. Like you shouldn't be positioning yourself beside them.
Wasn't he trying to do his little dance on for the in the freestyle video? His little
Maybe.
shoot. I feel like so that, I don't know why people do that. I feel like the last couple double XL freshmen like people have just been doing like dances and shit. Like Coyle Ray, like instead of like freestyle, like she didn't have anything, she just starts dancing. Like
Yeah.
I don't know why people just do that. Like at least I'd say fuck it, bro. I just go into something written, bro. Like fuck it, bro. Like rather than embarrass myself, I'd
They mo-
rather just go.
they mostly do too, because like I remember like people back in the day when the baby was on there, they were like, oh my god, he had such a good fucking freestyle, and it was a whole fucking song. Like he just went in there and just did a whole song, and like you could tell Megan the Stallions was written too. I don't know about YK Osiris, probably not, and like obviously Lil Mosey's fucking wasn't, but those two were
Right.
written. I don't
Yeah, it's
know.
crazy. People do that. Like I remember seeing this video. Like the game has been spitting the same freestyle for like 20 years. Like the same exact freestyle. Like two people like acting like it's new type shit. Like he says it like he just thought about it every single time. Like it's kind of funny. Like he's even said it like over the like in like interviews and shit like that. It's the same fucking thing. Like at least come up with something new.
I haven't even paid it. I feel like it really. I don't know exactly when it fell off. I remember because it's like I don't even know how to explain it. Where it's like I feel like I'm kind of a hater for XXL because it's like I get mad
Yeah.
when it's people who are blown up already, but I also get mad when it's just fucking nobodies. But it's like I shouldn't get mad when it's the nobodies because they
Like,
that's
you gotta have like I don't know. I feel like the list has fallen off ever since it got fucking as big as it did. Like it's like after 2016, I've never thought the list has made sense ever. Like
27
maybe 2017, okay, yeah. After that,
maybe.
it's been I don't know.
I feel like 2017 could. I feel like X Playboy Cardi that was decent. Amine,
Yeah,
which was like a weird
yeah.
one, which she like popped up again recently. So I didn't even know who the fuck the guy was. But
Yeah, it was decent, but I think after that, generally, like it's people that have blown up already, or TikTok artists, and just people that just don't actually have like the staying power. Like they suck. Like there's, you know what I'm saying? They're more entertainers than artists.
and they botched the 2018 one. I think that's what they because that could have been like if they had of
Was that the year Pump was on?
yeah, and they tried to make him the main guy, and it's like Pump should have been in 2017. Like no,
Yeah.
2018. You could put him there when his like they put Pump in the middle. It's like let's be honest. I know there was fucking scandal. Should have been 6ix9ine. You should have put Lil Xan on there. You should have put Lil Skies, Rich the Kid, and the list would
Did
have
that
been
like actual still underground people that people actually know. Like why
yeah,
are you giving me people that already have radio hits? They
yeah.
shouldn't be. Like no, like I like interviews and stuff are always cool and they always add on to something, which is nice, but that's not the purpose of the magazine.
No, and it's just weird that it's like it always just feels like the chewed up after bits of like whatever the year actually is. It's not a good representation. Like 2016, pretty good representation. There's a couple duds in there, but at the time nobody
Mhm.
knew they were gonna flop. Uh,
Right. We all thought that shit was gonna last forever.
2017, it's like the after bits. 2018, definitely the after bits. It's like trying to position pump.
They're
I don't remember
grasping for
20.
stars. Or
What's that?
grasping for straws.
Yeah,
Grasping for straws. Like it's just I don't know. I just and then the last few like I just haven't even I've been just tuned out. Like I don't care anymore. Like I haven't even been into like rap that long. Like I stopped giving a fuck like in like 2020 because I just think everything. My favorites were dying. Like my like X was like he's like one of my favorite artists of all time.
hmm.
Like my favorites were dying. You know what I'm saying? At that point, Juice was dead already. Like all these people were dying. Rap was already really boring at that point, and like I just said fuck it. Like I now I'm more so into like metal and like hardcore. Like that's like mostly my thing.
I fucking completely missed the whole opium wave that I guess that must have happened in 2021.
I
I don't
fuck
know.
with Opium though. I that's one thing I did pay attention to. I've always fucked with Cardi. Like I've always been a Cardi person over a Uzi person.
Like I want to get into it now because I'm like I feel like it's an interesting scene and shit. But it's like
Mm.
I made one video on Jace and like the fans were just like so fucking overly angry about everything, and I'm like,
It's so bad, dude. It's so fucking bad, dude. And then God forbid you get Jace himself to fucking respond to you, and then they're probably gonna. Oh my god, dude. They're like the fans for that kind of music are so toxic, dude. And like everyone is like it's like a crabs in the bucket. Everyone wants to be at the top, and everyone snakes each other in weird ways, and everyone beefs, and everyone's also a creep, and like there's a lot of different things.
like it's like I called his music like I was like, oh, it's like kind of like Cardi-esque or whatever, and they're like, it's fucking not. It's plug fucking
Ah,
sandwich rage or some bullshit. It's like all this
yeah,
shit is the
I knew
same.
they'd get on you for that. Yeah, it's plug and B, plug and R and B, which I don't know.
I listened to it.
I think some of it's cool.
I listened to it. It sounded like I'm an old man at this point. Like I never thought
I
I'd
could
get
tell
to
you
this
some
point.
artists if you want.
What's that?
I could tell you some artists if you want. Like, there's some really like experimental like people within that genre that maybe aren't even necessarily plug and B, but plug and B like adjacent.
Yeah.
So yeah, like there's like it's a really interesting scene. Like it's very abstract like as a whole, but I don't know. I'd say it's worth getting into.
I do want to get into it, and it's like I said, it's just more so that I just feel like an old man. I never thought I'd get to this point where it's just like, oh, this is what the kids are listening to now. But
Right.
the thing is, I'll say time and time again, like I prefer it. This wave could last forever because I
Hmm.
much prefer it to the fucking slime wave, which came between SoundCloud. I hated that shit. I'm sorry. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't
I was
dislike.
not a Thug fan back in the day.
It's not even thug. Like it's mainly like the whole. Okay, like I'm not even a little. We're pretty far into the interview here, so I feel like I can say this. I'm not a
No,
little
you're
bit
good.
baby hater. I don't dislike the guy as an artist himself. Okay, back in the
Yeah.
day, "Drip Too Hard" was one of those songs that everywhere I went,
Right. Yeah.
all my friends played it. I didn't like it from day one. They played it over and over again. I never started to like it more. And then I saw. It's funny. I actually saw Lil Baby and Gunna on 6ix9ine's album. I actually thought it was the same person under two different names. I thought Gunna was when he rapped fast, and Lil Baby was because I'm like Lil Baby's a really fucking stupid name.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, people do that. Like Syringe does. Like Syringe does that.
yeah, so that's what I thought it was.
It's cyber now. Sorry.
I seen him with the baby, like, and I'm like, oh, they put Lil Baby and the baby together, and I was like, oh, that's funny. It's like one of those. I'm trying to think of an example. Like,
Like an alternate name.
no, 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 not even that. It's like, oh, it's cool. They put one of these like state rappers. Like, you know what I mean? One of these. I'm trying to like somebody who's big in a certain state, but not. I'm like, oh, it's Lil Baby. It's like, okay, he's kind of like
Yeah, I see what you mean now.
uh, somebody from like a boogie. A boogie's not a good example, but anyways, Lil TJ. It's like, oh, like Lil TJ. You know, he's big in New York.
Yeah.
He's not really big anywhere else. Um,
Right. Right.
they put those two together. That's kind of cool. It's because they're both babies, but like at the time, I'm like, the baby is the big artist, and then they kind of put this other guy with the baby name, and then all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden, this is the first artist I ever seen it with, and Coil Ray was the exact same fucking thing, and Sexy Red is the exact same fucking thing.
Mm.
He fell off. They shared this video of him falling off a stage. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. Then it
You're right.
was little baby, little baby, little baby, little baby, little baby. Then you got that motherfucker on whatever his name is, Charlemagne the God. Little baby's the next Drake, and then the comment sections were like, and this is I completely tuned out of the whole DJ Academics spear because I was just getting overly negative about rap and like becoming one of those little fucking white kids sitting in the comments like, yeah, fucking plus ratio, fucking boza, like that type of fucking
Yeah.
stupid shit. So I tapped out of
Yeah.
it, but I just remember like little baby fans, they just could not take criticism at all. And they were just like, no, he's perfect. And then I remember he had like that string of embarrassing shit where it's like, he like paid that girl to fuck, and then he didn't get the Grammy, and
Mhm.
then he lost a basketball match to Jack Harlow.
Oh, I forgot about that. I know that sucked. I know
Yeah.
that felt horrible. God damn.
And
I would have paid them not to release that information.
yeah, really though.
Like honestly, I would have paid them to say I fucking won, bro. What the fuck?
But it wasn't even necessarily that. It's the way that he responded every time. Like he would respond and be like, "I'm not even an athlete" or whatever. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's that, and there's like the stipulations of Jack Harlow, like himself. You know, like people kind of see him a certain way.
Hmm.
So it's funny that people see Lil Baby a certain way, and they see Jack Harlow's a certain way.
Hmm.
So when Jack Harlow's someone who's like, I mean, he had a better vibe, I guess, back then, but I guess more so now. People think he's like some corny dude. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's kind of funny that like he lost.
His ego got too big, and he raps like he's been in the game for 10 years when he's only been for 3. That's his biggest
Because
thing.
people hyped him up too much. People were thinking he was gonna be like the next like white Drake. People really thought that about him for a minute, and then it just did not happen. I mean, his last project, the one where he had his arms crossed, I think he had his shirt off or whatever.
Jackman, yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, like that one was hard. Like that was good, but like that's not like what got him popular. So it wasn't as well received.
That generational
It was
trauma
solid
song.
though.
Do you hear that one where it's like
What was it called?
I don't know what it's called exactly, but it's basically like he's talking about like, my brother and me fell out. I used to look up to you.
Yeah,
And then he gives it from
yeah.
every perspective in the family of how like and I was like
Mhm.
that shit was like that was
People
super
don't
cool.
write like that no more. Like that, like I remember when I first heard about it, I was probably watching like a Hello Yassine video or some dumb shit about him or something.
Hmm.
And I remember being like, damn, really? Like I always thought he was just trying to like, be like a little R&B dude, like how people usually try to hype him up to be like the next Drake, like how he was at the time.
Hmm.
And like when I heard him talk about some shit like that, I was like, okay, maybe I can fuck with him. Like this is
It
better
was
than
decent.
anything we got right now.
And he's like and he said some stuff on that project where it's like he said the thing where it's like I think that song was a little weird the way he did it, the one where it's like you can't fuck with your brothers if they start to do, you know what I mean, like we were brothers till we're not. The way he said it was kind of weird, like it's basically talking about if your friend rapes somebody, cut them
And
off.
yeah, it does some fucked up shit. Yeah, yeah. I remember hearing some shit about that, and I was just like, I can kind of see what he means, but I also can see how like that's not. I don't know. Don't say that out loud if you feel that way. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but he said it like it was a good album because like people say so little about hip hop as a whole now that just to hear him
Mhm.
even say, even if it fell flat or was out of like. And then I seen Anthony Fantano's fucking review of it, and this is
Um,
like when I really started. He was talking about like, do you even think about like the generational like trauma of like the like black communities and like the gap between? And I'm like, bro, calm the
like,
fuck
stop being
down.
offended for people. God damn, like
Literally,
it's
like
so lame.
because he said something on one of those things where he's like mostly white kids come out and then like fucking Anthony Fantano sitting there just like you're not even talking about what led up to that, and it's like okay bro, he's not giving out, it's an album dude, like calm
Like,
down.
bro, it's Jack Harlow. Like, he's not fucking Kendrick Lamar. Leave him alone. Like, he's trying. Like,
He's
stop being
saying
offended for
something like
people.
oh man,
Like, it's
yeah.
better than some of the other shit we got. Can we at least appreciate we got some rapidy rap shit for the first time? I mean, for years it's been TikTok music. Like, why can't we appreciate this one project? Everyone's trying to tear it down. But I mean,
I,
it was decent. Like, it was cool. Like,
I don't mind Fantano. I think people shouldn't take him too seriously, but the way that I would describe him is he's basically like a sex addict, right? Okay, so you every day of your life you're a sex addict. You're fucking 8 times a day. Eventually,
right? Like,
that's
you
not
got
gonna.
to
Yeah, it's not gonna do that. It's that normal sex. So you start getting weirder, and you start getting weirder, and
start pushing it. You
then you got to sit on the back of a stuffed unicorn with like a carrot in your fucking ear, and that's how he is with music, where he needs
Yeah.
like he loves cemetery, he loves like these fucking
He needs weird shit. Like how I used to fuck with him heavy because like for some background for me, like I grew up listening to like thrash and like heavier shit. And
mm,
then as I got older, I started getting more into rap, but like I wasn't that social growing up. But when I got into high school, I was talking to people and people put me on like to some weirder music like Death Grips. Like that was when Bottomless Pit first came out in 2016, and that's when I started really getting into rap and shit like that.
mm.
And then that's how I found him. Like he has good opinions on that kind of music. Everything else, I don't always agree.
Yeah, because
Like I don't always agree.
it's very weird. Like music and humor are the same to like rank it,
Mm.
and people will get on me because I'll start reacting to people's music. And I have a certain feel for music, but you got to understand that I come from obviously my own biases, and so does he. But it's just the way
Right.
that he talks about music. It's like there's a good and a bad way. Like
He
I
just
don't.
needs to stay in his own lane. Like he doesn't need to be like reviewing Opium people. Like I think I'm pretty sure he rated A Great Chaos terribly. A Great
Yeah,
Chaos was my favorite album of last year. It was really good. Like
I don't.
he just doesn't have the ear for it. Like I honestly hope he never fucking like reviews my. I hope he never fucking hears my name, bro. I don't want to hear what he has to say about it because he only likes weird shit. He might fuck with my shit, to be honest, but or he might give me a solid to light zero. Like
I don't want to like. I don't want to dig it up, but it's like the fact that he gave like "Come Over When You're Sober" not good, and it's like,
what?
yeah,
Like I don't like peeping. Like I don't listen to this shit like that. I think the whole like oh I'm emo oh I'm oh I do this and that. Like I think that's kind of played out. Like I liked it more when I was younger, but as I'm older, I don't really tap into that shit no more.
hmm.
But like to say that that album is not good, bro,
It's
you're crazy.
to put
You're
it on
crazy.
like, and I know he doesn't do it like this, but not good. So you're gonna put Little Peep on the same level as Total Xanarchy. You
Like
can't.
you're stupid. He gave Lil Boat 2 a fucking 8.
Did he really? Yeah,
Yes.
he loves Yachty, doesn't he? Like all his weird shit.
So surprisingly, yeah, he's always. I feel like he's always fucked with Yachty, honestly.
Because Yachty makes weird ass music.
Yeah, like it's similar to like some of the mainstream shit or whatever was coming out at that time, like back in the day. But like yeah, it's been a little weird.
And
But
he said he wouldn't review My Bloody America because he said he already listened to it 3 times with the past 3 albums. Like that's kind of disrespectful.
he would, yeah, that is. I mean, I listened to it and my honest thoughts were like he's definitely right for sure, but I thought the mix was god awful. It felt unlistenable. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
remember like, I remember when it first came out, like because like I told you before, like I fucked with them way early on. Like I've just always been there. Like they used to send me merch. Like I have the City Morgue V-Lone hoodie, like right over there, like with the dogs fighting on the back and shit.
Mm,
Like I have it. Like it's right over there. Like they used to send me shit. Like I used to really be like this with them.
mm.
I listened to that album and I was just like, is this shit actually dead? Like, is my sound that I love dead? Like after so many years of being into it, I was like, it sounded uninspired, unfinished, and just it was just lacking in a lot of areas. The only thing I was happy about is that I got one leak that I wanted, which was "Ha Ha Wacko."
Yeah, that was the best song on the project.
I've been waiting for that song for at least like 3 years. I feel like so I was happy about that. The rest of it, I was like, I don't understand how people like this, and I'm not disconnected. Like if it were a different genre, like this is like my bread and butter, and this sounds like shit to me.
I feel like I got kind of a weird opinion on their albums. This is how I generally see it, and I don't know if you can take the Zilla subreddit as actual law because I know the Peep subreddit is fucking garbage. Um,
Dude, Zillow subreddit is fucking nuts, dude. I try to stay away from there as much as I can.
they literally either call me, they like I'm not even joking. This isn't any weird ego shit. They either call me God or they say that I'm fucking a AI bot and I suck and they fucking hate me. Depending on what I post, I'll post something and they'll be like, "Twisted is fucking goat it," and then I'll post something and they're like, "Get out of here, you fucking loser. Nobody
Because
cares anymore."
they love seeing more content, but if it's not what they, because they don't do too many interviews and shit like that. Like, there's not a whole lot of shit, like especially as of lately.
Hmm.
But like, what if it's something that's not like what they really want to hear? Like,
Yeah.
they're not fucking with it, man. They're
I mean,
not
I'll
fucking
keep
with it.
giving it to them. It's the Zilla fans over the actual City Morgue fans. So Smula fans are normal. Zilla fans, uh, I I was thinking of doing it. I don't know if I will or not. I wrote out a script for raking all the
Mhm.
fan bases that I've interacted with since starting to make my videos, and
Yeah,
I basically just described like most Zilla fans in the subreddit. I feel like they need to wear a helmet everywhere they go. That's the vibes they give me.
yeah. No, Zilla fans are like known to be like that, like just kind of like wishy-washy, dumb edge lord kind of thing. Like, I don't know. It definitely has its own like connotation with it, but. I
Yeah.
don't know. I was just talking to someone about that recently. Like, part of me, like, I can't hate it like as an artist because like that's something like I would love to have. Like I wish people were dumb over me, but like it's also like looking at it from the outside, I'm like, all right, this is kind of dumb. Like this is it's like annoying because
It would
people
get
go hard
frustrating.
for him, but like sometimes it's too much. Like people have parasocial relationships.
Yeah, because he's the one like crossover artist. I know like so many people where I live, like just out here, it's just like they think that he's like the underground of the underground, like he's the deepest underground artist. Like, oh, I'm listening to Zillakami. Like, I bet you never heard of him before, and it's just like,
Like no, bro. Like he's been active for so many years. He almost has 1 million followers. Like that's not underground.
no, he's not broken through because like
Yeah, he's like in a middle ground, but he's not. I wouldn't consider him underground. I mean, they have so many albums. Probably they probably have a few million monthly listeners like that. What's underground about that?
yeah, it's just because he
You
hasn't had
know,
that one song
it'll happen though. He's gonna drop his grunge project. I know that's gonna take off.
that leaked though. Damn.
Yeah, but I mean, there's so many like good songs. I mean, and he might even if he were to drop a leak, that shit would still go up. It's been years since a lot of that shit is leaked.
Hopefully he like readjusts. I don't know.
Like
I didn't
if
listen
he
to it.
drops Frailty, that shit's going up. If he drops Frailty, that shit's going up.
I don't know if that one was one of them. I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to signal boost it. I didn't listen
Uh,
to it though.
Yeah, no, he has some good shit in his back pocket, but I don't know. I always thought it was interesting, like the trap metal to alternative grunge rock pipeline. Like people always switch up to that. Like how like Kill Switch did he was doing the hype shit, and then he did like a song like Waste, and he kind of. I mean, Kill is still he's not a great example. Like he's still pretty hype, but people always switch back and forth between like the trap metal shit and like the grunge or like sad shit.
He's like an amazingly talented artist, Kill Switch. Like just some of the
I
shit.
fuck with him. I
I
fuck with him. He's one of the few people like I just like I hope like I get noticed one day and like they want to take me on a tour type shit. Like, there's a few people where I'm like, all right, I want this big person to fuck with me because generally I don't care.
hmm.
But like I was like I could fit in with this dude. Like if his fans like heard me, they would fuck with me, and
Yeah,
I'd be good. You know
that
what I'm saying?
that song you made. That was that one. Pistol on my nightstand. That shit. Like that was crazy when I heard that. Like that's just like a. It's like almost like a gorilla song. Like just all the everything he did on that. It's like I can't believe a
hmm
rapper made that. Like
Yeah. Like, and he would fuck with me. They would fuck with me and my fucking group. Like my whole like I got like a whole like crap metal like internet group too. Like
oh
we could
yeah.
really do some shit, but it's kind of hard to get like break through and like get noticed low key unless you like click up with like the right people.
I feel like Kill Switch is his problem almost is that he's not part of a group. I don't think, but
No,
he
I don't believe so.
he makes great music, but just his look and image, he looks like a group member. You know what I mean? Like he kind of looks like somebody who should be part of a group. Like he doesn't seem like he has the main star appeal and look wise, at least. Like the music's
But
great.
he's great though. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, I honestly. Like obviously, I wouldn't wish this on anybody, but I feel like some artists, like just like maybe like their sound and looks combined, like are just kind of like at a level like they're supposed to be.
Mhm.
Like like I would never like expect like my type of shit or something similar like in trap metal to like really like be loved and accepted in pop, especially if that's like your main thing. I mean, even with Josiah, I mean he's like I mean before he was like kind of 50-50 on it, but like you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't translate. Like you gotta have like more of like a cleaner image, I guess.
Somebody should have been in some man. Josiah was like very like he's still probably one of my favorite artists ever. So don't even get me wrong there. But it's just so disappointing the album that he decided to drop because we were on board with that shit. I remember when like Shenanigans, fucking loved
Mm-hmm.
it. Like and then like he put out Case 19 and we were like, all right, we were listening to that shit every day. We were listening to both of them. We're like, we're ready for the album, and the album just like it just wasn't good. Like unfortunately
Like
enough.
it was light.
Yeah,
Like there wasn't nothing unexpected. There wasn't nothing like these could have been singles
exactly.
individually.
And that's what he
I didn't
said.
really form for a project.
He said it was like a coloring book for him. I'm like, well, why are you coming out of the why are you coming out of the woodwork with like a coloring book for your first project? Like that's not what we
Yeah,
need.
drop that as like a tape or something. Don't make that your first album. Like have something at least somewhat cohesive, you know? Like try a little harder.
I like
Something.
I like that he kind of mixed it up, but it's like obviously Case 19 and Shenanigans are the hardest songs on the whole project, which and they're the singles, so that's not a good thing. Fuck the Drugs was like decent, I think, and I don't think I
Mhm.
liked either of the screaming tracks on there, especially the one where he starts off low key and then because he started fucking throat singing, which I'm like, why the fuck no?
He just has an interesting voice to me. Like I guess like I'm a little bit biased because like the kind of music like the kind of trap metal and shit I took in like before, like when I was younger and shit. Like I just prefer like a certain sound. Like his like screaming techniques and stuff like don't really like appeal as much to me, you know? Like, but I was more on like Cam and Zilla and shit, which are like more hardcore, or even like Original God and some people from like Midnight Society.
Mm.
So like Loki, I never really got super into him. I saw the potential, but like, you know,
I think 3 was a great, like, super great project. I wish that had been the first one.
the rollout was great. Like people ate that shit up with the whole like blackface shit, where people he said he tatted his face. Like people ate that shit up.
Yeah,
Like it was crazy. I didn't think people would actually buy it.
but it's like I do find like I do find it frustrating though because it's like for me like I guess I get it because it is a little bit like of a sanitized type of trap metal, but that's why I find
Mhm.
it so frustrating because it's like things get so close to the mainstream, and I'm not saying like you like the type of music you like, but like
Mhm.
the audience won't accept it. Like the general trap metal audience won't accept Josiah because they just think he's too far off, and it's like, but he's the one who's trying to make that run to the mainstream.
Right.
Are
Yeah.
you?
Like, cause real like trap metal kids, like real people in the scene, like mostly like that dirty shit. Like they like that raw shit. Like like that's what it comes from.
Mhm.
You know, like obviously like there's different styles and shit. Like there's different opinions too. But generally speaking, like no one wants to hear like a pop punk version of your genre.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. That's like how punks don't fuck with pop punk. You know, like generally speaking, like no one wants to hear the mainstream version of what you do
It's
because it's
it.
not technically done as well as what it could be done.
Yeah, which I get, but it is like frustrating because it's like I'll get comments where I'll say like suicide something about the Suicide Boys, and people will just be like, "Oh, sellouts, bullshit." And I'm like, that
They
type.
had to. If they never did that shit, bro, like we wouldn't have Gray Day and like we wouldn't have a lot of shit and like they put on for a lot of people. Like they had like we needed somebody like to do that, like because no one else can really capitalize off it.
And I don't even understand how they sold out. They had a song that they put out that happened to get big on TikTok that was not made for TikTok, and now they're sellouts because they're
Right.
mainstream. It used to be the cool shit. Like I hate that mentality.
Most of their songs have already been out. And then they caught on TikTok later. So like that doesn't even apply. You
Yeah,
feel me? Like
call
people
young.
just realized that they were cool because they blow up on TikTok once, and then more people started using more of their songs. Like like I don't personally like fuck with them that heavy, but like I can
No,
recognize real. You know what I'm saying? Like I know they have some really good songs from back in the day. And then people just rediscovered it,
it's the same for me.
or
I
they
don't. I don't
yeah.
fuck with them that hard, but like, it's like you said, where it's like they did what they need to do. I really think their story's inspiring. I like how they were like older guys who
Mhm.
went and did it at like the age of 26 and 28 or whatever they were. That's super cool. I love that type of shit because I hate the narrative when it's like only young guys can make it in rap, and it's like people think they're burnt out by the time they're like your age, and it's like you're fucking 24, like you're nowhere near fucking anything. Like
Right. No, that's one thing I've been like trying to like advocate against, I guess you could say, because I used to have a friend who was like, "Oh, like by a certain age, we got to do this," or like, "Oh, these young people are blowing up." I'm like, bro, like, I come from more of like a metal hardcore scene. Most people are like fucking mid 30s, dude, like, and aren't shit. Like, people like just make the shit. You feel me? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't gotta get caught up in the hype
mhm.
of, like, oh, like I'm turning this age. Like, I don't know. I mean, it is a little weird sometimes, I must admit, because like I'm 23, and like when I do shows, like some of my artist friends, like I never knew this like until like like probably when I was doing more shows with them at the time, but I would find out like some of them are like 19 and 20. A couple of them are like 18. Like some of like a lot of people are younger that do music, but like the actual age thing, like there is no certain age. Like no one's gonna expect you to pop off at
Yeah,
like 19.
and they
Like
need
Scarlord's 30, Ghostman's 32. You know,
and
like
like
that shit. No,
it doesn't matter, and it's like they need people like me and you too because like we're a little bit older. If it's just a
mm,
bunch of 19-year-olds in the music industry, who's gonna like? I'm not saying like guide them, but like in a way, like you know what I mean? It's
no, that's partially why I made my group too, because like I saw like people that were really good, and I was like, bro, like I had like some information from like being friends with like certain artists and shit like that, and like doing my own thing, and I've done like I've tried to do like my own research and try to find new ways and to push myself or whatever, and I try to help like the young people that like like some of the artists in my group like like they wouldn't drop as much if if they didn't have someone older who was like, bro, you need to do this. Like I've seen this happen before. Like you need to do this.
yeah, exactly. They
Like you
need
want to see the people like newer people fall off or anything like that. Like, you want them to grow too.
exactly because you want people who are genuinely entrenched and involved in shit. And then
Mm.
because the thing is, if you do get big and you sign to a label, then you're gonna have 50-year-olds telling you what to do, and you don't want that shit because they are at a
Right.
like
Mm-hmm.
there's not gonna be a lot of 50-year-olds that are gonna know anything about half
Yeah,
those
that's why
labels. Like
to it yourself before it starts getting too deep. Like but I don't know. A lot of people have issues with being artists. Like they want to be entertainers, but not the artists.
yeah,
But they also will like they want to be so much artists. Like they just completely neglect like socials. Like it pains me so much when one of my group members like they don't post, they don't promo, they'll just share on their story when they drop a song. And I'm like, dude, only so many people are gonna see that because it's a story post, and then it's gonna be gone in a day.
yeah.
You can't do that shit, dude.
Try to put it
But
on, listen to it.
I be trying to put the young ones on game, basically. Like I try. I'm like, you gotta go out with your friends. You gotta get some type of pictures. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta do too much. You just gotta be, you just have to make it like your thing. Like, you gotta be active. Like you gotta have people that want to fuck with you.
Yeah, and
But then,
yeah, I can understand that too because like when you post like a snippet and you like you're dancing or whatever, like it's like
Mhm.
I could get that because like I used to make fucking terrible fucking music, and then I would like try to like do a
Mhm.
snippet. I'm like I'm just not fucking cool. Like I just can't be cool and like listen to my own song and then like try to fucking
Yeah,
vibe to it. I'm just fucking too like attitude
I
out of
feel
whack.
you.
Like you know.
I feel you 'cause I'm super fucking critical of my shit. Like I just got done making a reel a little before I hit you. Like right when you posted your story about the interviews and shit. Like when I hit you, I just got done editing a reel.
Mhm.
But like listening to it over and over again while I'm editing it, I'm just like, oh my god, I already don't like the song.
Mhm.
Like, but I gotta make the content. I gotta post the reel. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like people need that though. Like, people need to see like you. Like, people love music videos. People want to latch on to you as a person. But like, if you don't give them nothing, then they're gonna latch on to somebody else.
Yeah, and it's. I think it was Josiah who said it, where it's like that's the thing where it's like you want to make sure your song's good, you want to work on it, but you don't want to listen to it too many times before you put it out because then by the time you put it out, you're tired of it, so you're not gonna. But you
Yeah.
got to realize this is the first time that your audience is seeing it, so it's new, so they like it.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's a big thing with me because like I'll make like some crazy shit and I'll be like so hyped on it for a few days. I'm just like listening to it like damn, like I fucked with that, and then I'll like will slowly notice like, oh, I don't like this part, or I want to mix this part differently, and like I'll just nitpick it. But like no one else will hear that shit. I only hear it because I fucking made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't fuck with it too much. Like I'm definitely guilty of that. Like I will sit there and listen to my shit over and over and over again, and then I hate it.
And then you don't want to get to the point where it's like, it's got to be so hard with music where it's just like, you have the song and it sounds good, but it's like, okay, maybe if I add a little ad lib here, I want to tweak it a little bit, and then it's like it could sound a lot better. And then you just Frankenstein it, and then it sounds like shit. And then it's like, what have I done? Like, now I just ruined
That's how.
it.
Or sometimes I just get so frustrated. I'm like, you know what? This song, like this idea didn't work anyway. Whatever. I'm over it because I just played it too much, and then I tried to fix it, and then you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just gotta like just create and put it out. People like it, they do. If not, fuck it. Like it is what it is.
Especially when you're building yourself up, like just single,
Mm-hmm.
single, single, single. Maybe a mixtape. I don't know. It's always kind of
Mm-hmm.
weird. I don't know what to tell people at first because there's such a gap now from like starting to getting a wave that you could be 40 songs in before you start to get a wave. So it's like maybe a
I
project's good.
I agree with you. It does take a lot of songs. Like I am close to that 40 songs before I start getting the wave type shit. Like I would recommend people like the sound like for example like SoundCloud algorithm will bless you if you're consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're any type of consistent, that shit will like it'll bless you. It'll push you hard. Like I remember like I've only been doing it for like 2 years and some change. Like I wasn't dropping for a while. Like I had a late start last year, and I would drop occasionally. And my drops were like, oh, they would do okay, but I was like, what's going on? Like, because like the app does, it does help a lot if the app pushes it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I would just drop every once in a while. I dropped an EP, dropped another one. And I was like, okay, it's doing a little bit better. But then by the time fall hit, I was dropping like weekly and like just seeing like the massive like increase just per song because like all of a sudden like I'm getting in people's recommended tracks, the upload, like the weekly shit, the daily shit. Like as long as you're like if you show the app that you give a fuck and like you're active, like it'll help you.
Yeah, same way with YouTube, which is always like super frustrating because it's like you'll
If you
get
put in work into a video and not get shit.
yeah. Like I remember when I was having that one like my it was like not really the first time I had a video blow up, but like I had like the many beefs of Zillakami, and I was able to ride it into like the Trunks video, the Skinny from the Nine video, da 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 da. And I was just like every day I was just cranking out a video, and then like I did the little blurry one, and I remember even thinking at the time I'm like it's kind of like a good idea, but I don't know if people are really gonna fuck with it. And then like I put it out, and it's like fuck, and then it just like I just didn't hit the same. And if I hadn't put a video out that day, I wouldn't have fallen so because that's what hurts a lot of YouTubers. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they get that fucking, and I'm glad that this has never happened to me. And like, I've been able to have consistent hits. Like, it's not always. Sometimes it's a month, but you know what? It's about building my core. There's like 1,000 people that will always show up for me at some point. Hopefully, I'll have
Mm-hmm.
2,000. I know like Famous Criminals has like about 10,000 that show up for him all the time. That's what you
Yeah.
want, and then everybody else is like added onto that. But like channels will get that one video that goes like and like don't get me wrong, the mini beefs of little people like that video went pretty crazy, almost at 100K. Super happy with that. No, don't but like they'll get like a video does 1 million, and that
Mm-hmm.
is like the worst thing in the world that could ever happen to your YouTube channel because you got to realize YouTube grades on a curve.
Mm-hmm.
So I get 50,000, my next one gets 20,000. YouTube's still gonna be okay with that, and then if it peters out a little bit and ends up at 10K, that's fine. If I get 1 million, my next one's not getting 1 million. That was just blessed by the algorithm. And my next one does 2,000. Your channel is fucking dead in the dirt because YouTube.
I've done it on SoundCloud too. Like, I
Yeah.
know someone like a song with like over 100K. Now their songs like might touch 300,
Mhm.
might touch 500. You know,
But
like
you
it's crazy.
you got to keep working through it, and like it's not necessarily a full on death sentence. It's definitely hard to make your way out of, but like I knew at
That's
least.
worse than shadow banned. Honestly, you get blessed one time and then they cut you off. That's worse than being shadow banned.
Yeah. And like it can hit again, but it's just I don't know. I feel like people get in a weird spot where they start to get upset when it's not immediately they get the bit. It's like a like fucking crack addict or whatever. If
Mm-hmm.
you, for me, like, don't get me wrong, first video I ever posted, it did pretty good. It got like 15K, so like
Mm-hmm.
that was decent. Like, don't get me wrong, that was like okay, and then I kept working, and like it didn't get 15K again, but then
Mm-hmm.
I eventually got the Sos Mula video, and I'm like shit, that went big. Next
Yep,
two videos,
so rolling.
yeah, exactly. Next two videos are a little small. It's great to get those big videos, but I didn't get if I had posted my first video and got like 30K or like 50K, you lose motivation, right? Because you're just like, and there's this other YouTuber that we didn't even really work together. Like he would say that we were like basically fucking best friends when we weren't. But anyways, got a
Yeah,
hit, got
artists do that too.
yeah, got a hit right out of the gate, and then got super frustrated that things weren't working out for him after that, and then just
Yeah.
basically got pissed and like
I've personally experienced that with like my own music because like when I first started, I was popping on TikTok. Like I had a few like viral videos. Like, I got like 20K on TikTok. So I'm not really active on there anymore.
Hmm.
But like like I was doing really good, but like now my account's dead because like it's not consistent. Like if you get hit at one good time, it helps, but then after that, it's done. But I was able to transfer that to like my music, like my Instagram thing, like on my first account. And like like if you were to look like my first three songs like did crazy,
Hmm.
but then like after that like I started noticing it was just like the curve effect, like it started doing less and less and less. I wasn't getting blessed as much. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And then that's when like that's why people fall off if they blow up too fast. They don't have like that stable base to at least keep up that consistency, so they can't even push forward.
Hmm.
And that's kind of like been like my thing. Like that's why I'm trying to like drop consistently and reels and shit like that. Like trying to get people more on board because like the algorithm can push you and help you out a lot one good time, but like
Hmm.
what happens when it doesn't?
And yeah, exactly. And that's why like I think the end goal for like myself and also what I'm trying to do for the whole fucking underground is just
Mm-hmm.
build up our own shit and not have to depend on the like you know what I mean? I can
Yeah.
promote somebody and they're connected to somebody else and then we can just be like, "Hey, you guys like this type of fucking music? You 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people? Here it is. Here, like go to my Discord server. I'll post my video there. I'll post an artist there. Let's just fucking go and watch it. That's what every big YouTuber is. People just know who they are. They go around the piece of shit algorithm because at the end of the day, the algorithm is like it's finicky.
Like if you're
Um,
popular enough, it doesn't matter.
yeah, exactly. You just go around it, and that's why I feel like I've noticed, and I always like I try not to compare myself to other YouTubers because like one thing that I'm very like happy to see when I get like a big video, uh, my subscriber count goes up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It blows my mind that I've seen channels that they have a million view fucking
Mm-hmm.
video, but they only got 2,000 subscribers. So you're thinking a million people and only like a 1% of that group
Like
of
it's gonna
people.
kill your engagement. Like that's always gonna be a big stain.
Yeah.
That's talk.
And it's like I wonder if it's just like it's so crazy because you think like if a million people see your shit, at least like you think like 10,000 people would at least be like, hey, I like this enough to stick around. But it's like,
Only like 2,000. Like yikes. Like
yeah,
that's gonna be hard to recover from. It's possible, but like the algorithm is always gonna remember that one time where it showed you to a million people and only 2,000 fucked with you. Like
it's
that's tough.
yeah, it's. But all I can say is that I think that's just call them like either vultures or like another. I come up with stupid terms for shit. Vultures
Yeah.
or blood dancers because the way that I see it,
Mhm.
a big YouTuber will go after another YouTuber, and they're the
Mhm.
ones that make the initial cut. They hurt the other YouTuber. Then the blood drips
Right.
down. Then the other YouTubers take a good gulp of that blood, and then eventually the little blood stains. Then you get the little fucking vulture fuckers that go down there and just lick the stains of the drama.
That's big in like the rock and metal community. I be watching a bunch of YouTube videos about shit. Like let Ronnie Radke say anything. I swear, there's gonna be like 100 videos talking about it, dude. Like it's the same kind of thing.
Yeah,
Same kind of
it gets to the point where it's just like drama's drama, but you don't want to be making 40 videos in a row on the same shit.
Yeah, like all that shit's partially why like I don't want to be like underground forever. But I don't want to get to the point where some dumb shit like that might happen to me. I want to be like those really consistent. Like I can make this decent amount of money. I pop out time to time. Like I don't want to blow. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to do my thing. I don't want to get to the point where people are like trying to start shit with me. You feel me?
Yeah, you don't want to be a little pump.
Maddox is a cool person underground. He makes money. He pops out. No one fucks with Maddox.
Yeah,
I fuck with.
like you don't want to be a little pump having the peak of your life be when you were 17 years old, sitting in a mansion with the money you've made and no way to ever, with everybody have their eyes on you, but nobody really truly fucking with you.
Right, yeah.
You want to be the Suicide Boys who are
Or
just
like
chilling.
Lucky,
Yeah,
Lucky. He's been underground. I mean, not really anymore, but that was only until recently. Like he's been making music for like 12 years, type shit.
yeah,
Like he's been doing it. And he has such a solid fan base. Like that's all I want for myself. Like, and that's why I try to like be nice. I be helping people and shit like that. Like I'm always putting on people on the shows and shit like that, like around me. Like if I can, I will.
Hmm.
You know, like, why not? Like, it doesn't have to help me, but if it helps the scene where where I am, like it's gonna help me in certain ways eventually.
Hmm.
You know, like there's always something good to come out of helping somebody. You know, but that's why I try to do what I do, so eventually I can get to those points. Because goddamn, what I hate to be like, be like be like a be like a Jace type artist, where like I say anything, or if I hate on someone, like people are gonna take it the wrong way. Like people are only gonna be there for drama. Like I want people there for like me.
Hmm.
Like all my music and shit like it's about me. I try to stay out of like all the drama. Like it sucks because like a lot of underground artists are like low key weird and shit, and like stuff happens all the time. But I just stay way over here. Like hopefully people never try to start some shit with me.
No. Well, hopefully we're gonna get to the
Scene's
point
cutthroat. Scene's
where,
cutthroat.
yeah, that we can
Have you
kind of.
heard of the Chicago scene?
What's that?
Have you heard of the Chicago scene?
Heard of it?
Yeah. Like
Actually, just recently, I've heard a lot about the Chicago scene.
yeah, if you ever want to talk like besides this, I can tell you quite a bit because I've been there. Like I could tell you some stories, dude. Like like the Chicago scene is probably like Chicago and I think Arizona are probably like the two messiest scenes.
Oh yeah, Arizona too. Damn.
Oh yeah,
Chicago,
yeah.
yeah. I my somebody I work with basically has been telling me he doesn't want to. He still lives there. So, anyways, we right now I can't
Oh,
say a whole lot, but
yeah.
yeah, he's been telling me just of like the crazy ass shit that's been going on there, and he says like basically like at some point when he gets out of there, he's just gonna like maybe bust that shit wide open because I want it's like you said it way back, but that's just the way my brain works. It just holds on to weird things.
Yeah.
Where you said that you had a bunch of people go to Dirty Butt and tell him a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of bullshit. I feel like that is because there's no way I I do and I don't. I don't want to be completely boxed in that. I do want to try to help clean up the underground a little bit, expose some kind of fucked up, really, sex perverts and weirdos.
Yeah, because that deserves to be cleared up. Like I hate all this like hearsay shit. Like let's stop with the note stories. Let's stop with the random exposed page. Like let's actually like put it out there. Like let's finally be done with this so we can move on.
Mm-hmm.
Because Chicago scene was huge before. Like it was huge years ago. Like if you were to see any show clip or anything from then, it was huge. But now if you were to look at it, it suffers because everyone starts drama with each other. Like there's so much dirt on all sides. It's insane. And like, but the whole scene ends up suffering because everyone's so separated and clicked up. No one wants to fuck with each other. Shows will only have like 40, 50 people now. You know what I'm saying? It used to be like double that, triple that.
Yeah,
But
because I think that's the people's method is that they get frustrated because they love the underground and they see like something that's going wrong and they don't really have the means or the ability to do much about it. So they just
mm,
go and they just spam people to try to be like, don't fuck with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously it was not
like
aimed.
I can understand it, but it doesn't help anything.
No,
Like like even if this person really did do something, like all it does, like you're just creating more drama. Like we need to like actually like I don't know, talk to you, put an actual video together, give some receipts and shit like that. I know it's not always easy to do that, but there's got to be something. We got to do better than just being like, oh, this person did this person did that. Like,
yeah, and that's what I was actually gonna say. Like, that's why I feel like not to be like self-important, but I'm like, I think something like this is good. People want to come on, do an interview, talk about it, or they can talk to me in private. And I know people are worried like I'm gonna get exposed. The rare shit, the people who wanted me to name them got named, and there's people who talk to me who nobody's gonna know who they are because they don't want to. And yeah, you don't really have to worry about it. And look at the way that that happened. I know a lot of people were afraid of him that he was gonna, go at everybody, and one block fell, everybody, what I mean,
yeah,
which can be bad
I,
too. But
yeah, I see what you mean, but yeah, we definitely need more like actual conversation. Like, I don't know. I have like, even though like I know some people who like, maybe they did do some fucked up shit before, but like, no one's gonna want to believe you if you're flipping out and tweaking and spamming people. No one wants to hear that shit.
no,
I'm
because
sorry,
then
but you gotta actually get some shit together if you really want to do some shit. Like, you gotta actually come with more.
And that's not
if any.
just and that's not to say because it's already happening. That's not to say don't hit me up with your
Right.
random bullshit that you have with your fucking high school friend and then expect me to make a video out of it because people have already been doing that. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do
Yeah.
that.
That's dead. That's dead. Like if it's actually significant, go for it. But if not, fuck that. Don't do that shit.
Yeah. All right, sweet. So is there anything else like you think you want to promote or shout out anybody or tell us any upcoming
Um.
plans?
Yeah. So real quick, um, I'll say I have a. I'm trying to do EPs with like everybody in my group, like at least like maybe like a 4 or 5 song project. I have one coming out. I want to say February, but I don't know. I'm gonna be really busy in February now. I have like my group project. We got Kamikaze Hardcore. We got a whole group project. We got like 8 people in there. We got some pretty decent people in there. And then I have like my own personal project, and that's coming out at the end of April. I also have, if anyone's watching this, Cleveland, Ohio, February 2nd. I'll put, like the flyer will be up on my page eventually.
Hmm.
There's February 17th in Sterling Heights, which is basically Detroit. Um, we have the 24th in Ypsilanti, which is like an hour from Detroit. And March 2nd, I'm going to be in a fashion show.
Huh.
So if you're there, if you're in Chicago, pop out.
Modeling or just like
I'm on it.
sweet?
Which is cool. This is like my first time ever doing something like that. I didn't even know like I got it. Like I forgot I even like applied to it. I just checked my emails and I was like, oh shit.
There you go.
I got like I don't know. I get to like wear some like cool shit. I guess like I don't know. I think it's cool. Anything I can do to like get myself in front of people. Like that's what I've noticed. Like that's what people don't do. Like people just want to be artists, but they don't want to be entertainers. Like you have to do more than just like post pictures and drop music. Like
Yeah.
people want to know you, and like maybe I'm sure people will see me and be like, oh damn, they look cool. Let me fuck with them. Let me see what they got going on. Then they go to my Instagram, they see everything else, and maybe they fuck with it. You
Yeah.
know, everything stuff like that is infinitely better than just sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah. That's what Cutthroat Crew did, and it helped him out some. Did some fashion shows. So
Yeah, I used to fuck with him like heavy back in the day too. It's funny. Free Burn Kiss for real. Like
okay.
I can't wait. I think he comes out this year.
Burn
Does Burn
Cas.
Kiss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge.
I think he's. Oh, I've been waiting for this shit. I ain't gonna lie. I can't believe I just realized that. I can't wait for that shit. That's what I really need. Like above everything else, like I'm excited to see what happens when he comes out.
I hope I get the comeback interview. John Millie stopped talking to me, but
Oh, really?
I don't know. No, I don't think for any reason. I just think he's busy, probably.
Yeah. See if you can I don't know, you could probably get one of like I'd say like one with like Kamiata or like Bill Saber. Like that should be hard. Like
Hmm.
I think you get some other ones that are like equally as interesting.
Cat. I mean,
'Cause,
Cat's seen the video though, so there's that.
yeah, that's good. That's good.
Or I don't know if
But
he's seen it, but he knows about it. I don't know if he can watch shit in jail or prison.
surprisingly, I've seen a lot of people like have phones and shit in jail. Like there's certain ones where obviously you don't get shit and you're treated horribly, but there's also ones where like people do have phones and shit. Like it's so weird. Like I just never would have imagined that. And then like I'll be on like TikTok and I'm scrolling and I see like just some weird jail footage and I'm like, why do you have like what kind of phone do you even have?
Yeah.
Like why how do you even get this in there? I didn't even know it was possible.
Yeah. Fucking. Fucking call me days. Fucking supposedly messaging everybody from prison. Like I don't know if you know who that is. Um.
There's another artist like that. I think it's called. I think he goes like by Man Man or Zombie Man Man or something. He's like, I know he's like more associated with like Dirty Butt and like Extreme Trap in them, but like he's literally been locked up for years, and he posts like from jail or whatever. He's like some tatted up dude. You should look into him. He's a very interesting person you would fuck with.
I can't believe
But
they
yeah,
let.
no, that's crazy.
I can't believe Burncast went to jail for 6 years for a gun charge.
That whole story is crazy, and like that's another thing that like being like friends with who I was in the New York scene, and like eventually being put onto him and trying to be cool with everybody, and finding out this shit, I was hurt by that. Like with a lot of the beef and stuff that happened, like because I was so cool with these people at a time, like that hurt me. I was like, no, like that, like that's the bro. Like I can't, but I'm just happy that bro's about to be out. Like that's gonna be fire.
I hope it's like day one comes back out.
I hope day one, like he just hops in the studio and just drops like some crazy ass shit. Like, oh, I mean, what else are you gonna do if you're sitting around in a cell? You're probably gonna be thinking of some shit. I mean, he's a rapper, right?
Yeah,
Like you got,
exactly.
if you didn't think of anything in 6 years, I'm gonna be, I'm like can't lie, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be pretty,
I mean, like, and this the fact that him and King have like almost the exact same story is insane to me too.
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. I hope a lot of these people, like, regardless of whatever they may have gone through or whatever, I hope they're still like welcomed, like into the scene. Like people can, people can fuck up, but people can change. Like you don't have to fuck with it. Fuck with them after, but
And
I
I
hope
think,
people get a chance. Like I know before, I don't Burnkiss, like he was cool like NASCAR and them. He was going up with them. I hope he fucks with Death Proof again, or they fuck with him and they help him out. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with King. Like all that shit that we found out was crazy or whatever. But like at the end of the day, he sat for a few years. I hope he still does his thing. You
yeah.
don't gotta like, you don't gotta agree with it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you don't think he felt bad and thought about it for 3 years? Like maybe he didn't, but
So
you'll
I
never
don't know.
know until something happens.
It's up to people to decide. Like I said, draw your own line in the sand. Don't don't look for me to me necessarily to draw that line in the sand for you because
Yeah, no, I feel that. I just think some people are just maybe too offended for other people with certain topics, so they take things really seriously. But it's like I don't know, people can fuck up and change, man. Like, or maybe people can come back at any time. Like I don't believe in like if you flop or if you stop doing something, like you could come back anytime. Like as
yeah,
long as you put in shit. And they had names before they got locked up, so I mean they're doing good, right?
people still care about Burn Kaz too for sure. Like
Oh
even
yeah,
6 years
I mean
later,
King. What did King have? Like he had nearly 300K like month like overall like streams in last year. Still,
yeah,
he's locked up for 3 years. He still hasn't dropped a song. Like that's crazy. Like that's good. And I hope that still like happens because I know like I don't know. I feel like I'm thinking like people like maybe too negatively, but I feel like people might not like, accept it, or maybe people think like they're disconnected.
Burn
Cause like
Kaz. You
yeah,
mean?
yeah, or even King too.
Hmm.
Like what I'm saying, the scene has changed so much and shit like that. I hope people like just fuck with him again, like how they did before.
It will pass. It will fade. It will be like it won't even. Some people may eventually discover it a couple years later, but right now it seems like it's a huge thing. I know everybody's like, "This is the biggest story in trap metal right now. You need to make a video on it." But like, we all care a lot about it. Don't get me wrong, but we're
Yeah,
probably
like,
2,000
I'm not
people.
gonna lie, I was tapped into it. I thought it was interesting to watch it all happen, but at the same time, like I don't know, like people. I mean, look at every other scene. I mean, look at fucking the Plague and B scene. Everybody in there either hits their girlfriend, or is a fucking predator. It's rare to find someone who's not in like the whole slay world, all that shit. Like it's rare for someone to not be, and people still accept them.
Yeah,
No one cares. Famous Dex, no one cares. Like no, like you know what I'm saying. Like but he ain't do that shit again though. You know what I'm saying? It'd be
facts.
wrong to hold something over someone's head for like the rest of their life.
Mhm. Yeah, it's something like that. Like exactly. Like
Obviously, there's certain things where it's like, damn, like that's actually crazy. But
yeah,
yeah, I want everyone to just make music at the end of the day. Like every time someone tells me they want to make music, tell them to. Fuck it. Download Baron Lab. Get started.
yeah. Make music, have fun. If you do have a beef, make sure it's a fun, entertaining beef like Zillakami and 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
And
You don't gotta take it to some crazy level. Like, just make it funny. Make it. I mean, at least like both benefit from it. I
yeah,
mean, because at the end of the day, that's what all that posting shit for does. Like you're just trying to draw attention. Like that's all it's for. Like just keep it like that. Then I don't
exactly.
know. People are, but I don't know. I stay out of shit. There's always some new beef, especially like where I live, like in Michigan.
Yeah,
But thankfully, like I'm just away from all that shit. I'm my own type of person.
that's good for sure.